mintmaiART. mintmaiLIVE. Glad to have you back, Miss Mint my love. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 222.
Hello? Thank you for waiting for me. Right off the bat, we have so much to talk about. Hi, guys. And now I'm all giggly. I'll fill everyone in. Hello! I'm back! I'm back from my trip. It's so good to see everyone. Hello! I'm laughing because I realized I had lost track of time. I was supposed to start stream at 2, right? And I think I started at like... I think it was like 2:02 when I looked at the time and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta start. But I was a little bit late because of a little funny oopsie. But we'll get to that in a second. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello. Still closing up at work. Be back in a few hours. Oh, I'll see you later. I can't stop laughing about it because I'm just coming out of this headspace, I guess. Hi, Super Duper Ultra Cute Baker Idol Kami Oshi. Welcome back. I missed you. I was only gone for a week, guys. But hi, Kazu. Good to see you. Hold on. I'm flash doing roll call. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Kazu. Hello, Vane. Hi, Maple. Hi, Solemn. Hi, Lima. Oh, I also have... we have so much to talk about today. My head's already spinning. I have special announcement to talk about. I think since we're just starting stream, I'll talk about what I was doing right before stream. But yeah, hi Soli, hi Lima, hello Nikoru. Kazu, thank you so much for 22 months at T3. What the heck? Thank you for being a T3 sub sandwich. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 222. Thank you for the 22 months. I really appreciate it. Apple Play, thank you so much for the raid earlier. Am I missing it? Hi Nasa, hi Nas, hi Zauren. Hello, did I? Thank you so much, Lima, for 20. Thank you so much, Lima, for 25 months. Thank you so much, Zauren, for 3 months. I have to catch up to a lot of these. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Hi Chaotic, hi Etty, hello, hello. Hello, Alex. Hello, Madeline. Hi, Ren. Hi, Astaria. Hi, Luna. Hello, Candide. Hello, Beep. Hello, Rain Paper. Hi, Aika. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Daikulora. Hello, Lenneth. Hello, Luna. Hello, Kaifi. Your doodles are so cute, by the way, Kaifi. I have all the fan arts saved. It is not up to... I don't think it's up to date completely. But I have this slideshow. We'll keep that there. It doesn't hurt to keep it there, right? But yeah, I was just thinking some of your morning doodles, they're so cute. Hi Jua, hi Dee, hi Lily, hi Luna, hi Joanne. I might read some people's names twice. Hi Kachata. If I missed you, quickly say hi. Hi Sydney, hi Chicken. Hello Moose Brains. Hi, hello. Did I say hi to you, Lenneth? Hello. It's harder for me to tell sometimes because it depends. I do not have an extension over on YouTube, at least, that shows me that it's your first time saying hello for the day. I do have an extension that shows me that over on Twitch though, where it like highlights the username, so I know it's your first time saying hi. I don't know if that exists on YouTube, but if it does, I'll sniff it out. Juggling, it's honestly not bad at all. I'm actually really happy and really grateful that people watch me wherever they want to. Tio, hello, nice to meet you. Hi Suzune, hi Ren. Hi, Lenneth again. Hi, Rainpaper again. I know I've read some of your guys's already, but I'll say hi again. Hi, Aliana. Hello. It's truly, it is truly not bad, I think, reading two chats for me. My brain is very wiggly to begin with. Saying hi again for funsies. Hi, Beep. I always love seeing your profile picture. It's so cute. It's like you holding the little debonair. It's so cute. Speaking of which, I hope he gets well soon. Bro is fighting for his life. Speaking of grandsons fighting for their lives. Hello from the other side. Maple. Hi, Momo. Hi, Clang. Hope you had fun on your break. I did. I got to hang out with my family a lot because it was my mom's birthday at some point in the last week, and so yeah, it was good. Poor Malum. Dude, okay. For context, you know, you guys might know Malum, right? Hopefully. Most people here that may or may not have seen some of VCraft Enchanted know Malum is my red-headed grandson now. But he's also a really sweet friend of mine, and we met because of VCraft Enchanted. But I think he's been working really, really hard because he just had a 3D debut. Wah! Oh my goodness! Hello, Stella. Hello, pretty woman. I thought his Twitter space was on mute. I'm not sure, because some people in the chat for the Twitter space were like, I heard things. Well, you got a scolding? No, I wouldn't scold someone for falling asleep. But I will say that if a streamer ever falls asleep and they're still live in any capacity, whether it's on stream or like in a Twitter space or something, or in Discord, they definitely should be woken up. They should definitely be told that they're alive upon waking up, because that's just like, it's scary. And it's not even that like you'll say or do anything to get you in trouble necessarily, right? But it's like, if I wake up in the morning and I like go about my day and stuff, and then I see that for whatever reason, like I'm in a call and I've been since I fell asleep, that would make me feel very anxious in the moment, at least. So yeah, I'm glad that someone was able to help Mlem and his Twitter space. Welcome back. Thank you, Angel. Hi, Fungy. Yeah, hope you had an amazing vacation. I did. It was a wonderful week off. I think there's a lot of fun stuff that happened. I got to see a bunch of my cousins I haven't seen for a long time, and like aunts and uncles. It was just fun. It was chill. Because not only was it my mom's birthday, Mid-Autumn Festival recently passed. So for anyone that celebrates 中秋节 or Chuseok or something similar, it is kind of a traditional holiday where you usually gather together with family. At least in our case, like we eat mooncakes and we like potluck. And it's just to celebrate like autumn, and it's nice to upkeep those sort of family traditions. So it was a 2-in-1 trip, or like a 3-in-1 trip, because the third thing was I haven't been out in the wilderness in a long time, so I got to do that. I took a lot of photos of tall trees, and like I got to sit on a rock by the river. I didn't post any photos yet because I wanted to like draw little flower friends on top of them in my free time. Now that I'm back, I'm kind of hitting the ground running, so I don't know when exactly I'll get a chance to do that. But I wanted to draw cute little flower friends, like in the little wilderness shots that I got, and it was really refreshing. Also, thank you, Neverland. Thank you so much for becoming a membun. Sometimes I rattle on to try and finish my thought before coming back and reading the notifications. But yeah, I thought it'd be cute to draw you guys amongst the trees or like canoeing together. Nudge, thank you for the gift sub. Eating circular food? Yes, lots of circular food, because I think it also celebrates like the full moon. Mint Mom birthday. Yeah, Mint Mom birthday. I think she was really happy to see me too, because like my parents, I moved out many years ago, but I think when it was COVID time, like the pandemic, me and my sister just like moved back in with our parents. Because the pandemic was a weird time for a lot of us, right? If not all of us. But so we moved back in with our parents, and so I think they did, you know, despite it being a weird time, and we were all, you know, trying to make sure we didn't get sick or like spread any, you know, germs around. I think they did like having us at home, because me and my sister, we both moved out, and then, you know, we came back, and I think they just missed us a lot. And so for the first time in a while, we actually went out and like on like a little trip. But yeah, it was nice. I did have some mooncakes. I had snow skin mooncakes. Do you guys have a favorite kind of mooncake? I don't know. Have you had before? Mooncakes are really hard to make. I've tried once and it was really difficult. I like it when they have the, what do you call it? The egg yolk. What do I mean? What do you call it? It's an egg yolk. This is how you can tell I haven't streamed in a long time and I haven't gotten to get all of my yapping energy out. I really like snow skin mooncakes though, because they've kind of got like the thin, chewy, like mochi skin. OMG, me and Twin? Salted egg yolk is a fave. I didn't even see her. I didn't even get to see her chat when I said that. I swear. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's just, you know, we're just twinning. But yeah, the salted egg yolks are it's so good. I'm not a fan of red bean personally, so I like the white lotus paste with the salted egg yolks or the mung bean paste. The egg yolk's your favorite part too, Solemn? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Also, chat is not on screen if that's what you intended to do. I feel like I haven't had it on there for the past few streams. I'm testing a couple things. If you guys are cool with it, I'm also cool with this, but I've been testing a few things because... See, hold on, I can show you. You're still there. You're still there. I'm just testing things because I think because of recent happenings and just, you know, I could have never expected this, but like half of my half of my active chat is on YouTube now, and so it's kind of hard to be like, do I want to have it on screen but I can only show one half because it's against TOS to show both? If I could, I would just have both, but I think you can get in trouble for that. And so at that point, showing neither also works. I think it's hard to decide though. Yeah, because Twitch TOS is kind of picky where they're like, okay, you can dual stream now, so you can, you know, people can watch you where they're comfy, but we also want you to pretend that there isn't that other stream. You know, Twitch is like, you wouldn't cheat on us, would you? But I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So I really appreciate everyone for being patient with me while I kind of try and dance around and see what I like. Because I don't know, Twitch has been funky lately. I don't know if you guys have heard other content creators already talking about this enough. But there have been some changes and we don't know exactly what they are, but they do impact smaller creators and larger creators. Because unfortunately, while I actually hide my numbers, I hide them from myself. So I actually don't know how many people are watching me until I guess afterwards. But yeah, I kind of like hide it, the window, like I crop it out. And you can also, I think on Twitch, you can toggle it off. So I have it off, so I don't know how many people are here because it shouldn't affect, you know, our stream. It shouldn't affect the vibes. Whoever's here is here, and I'm super grateful for that. But I will say, undeniably, Twitch has had a little bit of a funky... It's been weird for, I think, like a month or two now, but more noticeably this month, and I've seen a lot of people coming out and talking about it, because I want my streams to be very lurker friendly. Like, I love yapping with you guys. But it's been a little bit strange as far as creators and you know, properly reflecting like their communities and what kind of support they get, because it affects things like opportunities when you reach out to people. It unfortunately does affect, you know, it does affect smaller to medium-sized streamers a lot more disproportionately.
I missed you, Mintmai. Welcome back.
But you know, Mai, thank you for 3 months and thank you for the welcome back. It's good to see you. But it is funky. I'll just say right now is a weird time, and you know, I'm gonna keep streaming and doing my thing regardless. I have projects, I have things I want to do. And hopefully none of this will impact any of that. You know what I mean? But that's why I'm also grateful for this great coincidence that is those of you watching me over on the lovely Red site, because honestly, for the past few weeks, I'm like, I really do like watching YouTube. I personally, as a chatter, really enjoy watching on YouTube. There's a lot less lag. There is less latency. And I actually thank you Ichikamaya, my Oshi. There's actually oh, hold on. YouTube is complaining to me. Oh. Wait, hold on. They're telling me my stream is too high resolution. But yeah, I love having streams in the background while I work, and so I want to feel like I'm supporting creators I like while I do that, right? But it's weird. There's just a ton of factors, and I'm not qualified. I'm not qualified to... Let me see. I'm not qualified to speak to any of those things. But I will say, thank you, Kazu, for 4 months of membership. I will say that I'm eternally grateful that people want to support me regardless of what platform I'm mainly on. It's really hard to move, I think, at least mentally. It can be difficult to move. Also, hi Meerkat, hi Turquoise. Hi Jungle, hello Meg. Hi Eurythic. I hope I'm getting people's names right. Hi Karina. I don't know if I'm able to... I'll try and do roll call as well as I can, but... yeah, it's just a little bit funky. But I think for us, the streamers, the VTubers, and other content creators, we just really want to keep making stuff that makes people happy. And a lot of times, the means to make those things... require some support. And so hopefully whatever is happening over on Twitch's side can... I just hope that they listen to their creators, you know? I hope they listen to their creators and see what can be done, because it is odd. I mean, to be completely candid about it, like, I was lucky enough and extremely grateful to qualify at all for Twitch partnership back in June. But I feel like if whatever's happening now was happening back then, maybe that wouldn't be the case. Like, maybe I would not. And again, Twitch partnership, it's really a fun little badge. However, it would be a disservice to lie and say that it doesn't affect things at all. I think I care a lot about just being very candid and honest about this stuff. And I won't dwell on this for too long. We'll move to the next subject soon, but just putting my thoughts out there. I definitely think that when you want to present yourself, I guess, a little more professionally, right? Like in a professional environment where you're like, hello, I'm interested in working with you, kind of thing. Even something that may be as small as a little purple check mark actually does. It might help things in those small ways. And it's unfortunate to say, but for a lot of people, for sponsors, for sponsorship things, not that I do those right now, but, you know, potentially for sponsorships and for more work-related side stuff. The easiest way that they can look at you in like 2 seconds without actually needing to spend a lot of time looking over your profile is unfortunately numbers. And so, you know, I don't want to care about them. I don't want to emphasize that they're important, because I've been an artist on, you know, I've been an artist for a very long time. I've been on the internet for a long time. I don't want anyone to equate like their worth, you know? No one should ever have to equate their worth to like monetary values and numbers, but unfortunately, it's kind of a side effect of like social media and social media somehow making money. It's crazy to say. Sometimes when my family's just like, yeah, so like, how are you doing these days? Making, you know, how are you doing these days? Like making money for your little projects from playing video games and talking to people online. I'm like, yeah, that does sound pretty crazy, doesn't it? Yippee! You know what my mom says to me all the time? She's like, are you even good at video games? She's like, can you... Let me preface this by saying she's very supportive of me streaming, you know? She's just like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so glad that you have something that you're so passionate about and that, like, you clearly love so much. But she doesn't quite know too much about it, but she'll be like, wait, but like, if you're live streaming, don't you have to be really good at video games? Like, she thinks that I need to be, like, ranked in I don't know, in some really hard game to be a good streamer. And I think that for someone of her time and her knowledge about gaming, which is very little, about gaming itself and like streaming, I guess it makes sense that you associate that together. She just thought that like live streaming was for like competitive gamers. Like you have to be like amazing at something like a super popular game. And there are streamers like that, but I actually feel like that's a specific niche. That's like a small niche of people that play very competitive games and are also like streamers, right? I found it so funny that she was like, oh, what will you do? Like, what would you do to entertain your audience? You can't play video games. And I was like, hold on, Mom. Two things. One, I can play video games. You just don't know that because I didn't start PC gaming until I started streaming. But like I beat Celeste and getting over it, like I have patience and I can game. I beat the first Metal Gear with, you know, actually I was quite proud of myself. I learn as I do and I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's so much commitment that goes into competition. Also, let me see. I feel like this is fine for today. I'm not lagging or anything, right? I don't know. YouTube is like... Mr. Red streaming site is like, I think you need to change your streaming resolution. But then I would have to end and start back up again. Also, sorry, I'm a tiny bit congested today. I have like allergies. I have very minor allergies. But yeah, here, these are snow skin mooncakes. They're so yummy. I like them a lot. They're like softer and mochi-like. Not lagging. Awesome. Thank you. 2 years. What the heck? Welcome back. Ah, thank you, Nico, for the 2 years. How has it been 2 years? Oh my gosh. I really appreciate your support though, Nico. Thank you so much. Oh man. I think, I mean, wow, my 3-year anniversary is in like 2 weeks, guys. I think we will definitely have a stream for my anniversary, but besides a stream, while this was not particularly planned to be part of my 3-year anniversary, I have something super special to announce and share. You might have seen it on the Twitters, but I finally get to talk about it on stream because I could stream. Am I getting old? Oh no, you're good, Nas. Don't worry, Flower Fred's youthful forever. Don't worry. Let me get this picture. I don't use Twitter. Oh, see, that's understandable. That's why we have the Discord channel that just like shows you all of my tweets, even without Twitter. That's where I'm most active outside of streaming, though. But drum roll, please. Even though I already revealed it, I guess the drum roll is usually supposed to come first. Yay, that's me. I'm Mintmai, and I'm performing at Virtual Stardust, which is a showcase at US Idol Fest. It's my first con. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm also sorry if auto mod is being weird. I don't know how that works, but oh my gosh. Yatta! So I will get to perform a little set list. I believe the time limit they gave us is like 15 minutes. So I have my set list. I've been practicing really hard. So I will be performing. What state is this? Oh, it's at US Idol Fest. It's in Redondo Beach in California, USA. However, you know, don't worry, flower friends. Don't worry if you cannot make it in person. I would obviously be super thrilled if you guys want to come in person. Wave your orange pen lights for me. But for those of you that are far and across the ocean, do not fret. I've got you. Mintmai has got you. I've specifically requested permission to record my performance and share it afterwards. So I will have some kind of, I think what's going to happen is I'll probably take some time to edit it together. It's not going to be streamed live. My performance will not be live streamed, but it will be a performance. But I understand lots of flower friends, you know, you might be an ocean away, many states away. It is expensive to travel just for one weekend. For those of you that want to, you know, come out and support the event, especially if you're able and have the means to travel, that would be super awesome because, you know, they're amazing. The organizers are working so hard. So please support US Idol Fest. But my performance in particular, I have gotten permission to record it. And so I think we will do like a YouTube premiere. I'll give you guys details as it comes closer. But I think I'll edit it together, like the little recording of my performance. I might do like a nice little edit to it. And then we're just gonna like, I don't know how I'll do it, but I'll let you guys know later. But I think the recording, I will just like premiere on YouTube the week after, like the next weekend. So it's on November 1st. That is Saturday. And then I think November 8th, we can do like a little watch party situation. Thank you very much for everybody's support. Only 2-hour drive for me. Phew. Oh my gosh. I wasn't sure. I don't know. I'm coming in with no expectations. At least when I applied to perform as part of this event, I wasn't sure like who would be there in person or who would be virtually there, but flower friends have already told me. Some of you guys have already told me that you will be there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I might explode if I see people wearing my happy around again. That's only happened once at Offkai, where I literally gave them to some of you guys, but still, for my first like idol performance, like at an event, this is so, ooh, it's so nerve-wracking. It's so exciting though. So I'll do my best. I'll make you guys really proud. Marking my calendar now. Yes, November 1st. And then I'll put up a waiting room for whenever my recording of my part can go up. I'm so excited. I'll be there in spirit. Yeah, you guys will all be there in spirit. Don't worry. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So I'm so grateful. Are there more happies for sale perchance? I think so. I think so. And if one day, with the happies, it's just that they're difficult to make. But if one day there's enough demand, if I do another interest check, and there are enough there, I could consider a restock. But I think right now, I think I literally have one more in stock. I'm not even lying to you, Naz. I think I checked my inventory like before I went on vacation, and I think there's one more for now. So yes, thank you guys for your support always. Supporting Mintmai is always free. Giving Mintmai your money is not free, but I also but it just enables me in other ways too. But I just want to say Everyone that watches me, I'm quite flabbergasted. What are you doing here? I hope you enjoy my yapping. I ramble a lot. And I'm grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. Let's see, I also forgot to change my little title. Okay. You're so cool, that's why. What?
Free transaction.
No, you guys are cool. Would it be here at 5:40 a.m. if I didn't enjoy your yapping? Do you wake up early in the morning and then watch me first thing? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry if I'm like the first thing you're hearing in the morning. I can't imagine what that is like. Oh my gosh. Free transaction. Thank you, Alex, for the $1. I was just rambling. I think I just wanted to say, like, thank you guys so much for becoming part of my community, wanting to hang out here, regardless of where I am, what I'm doing. I really appreciate it because it's definitely been a like transitional period. And I mentioned this just in Discord, but I think I also want to mention it now. I started sharing, like on Twitter, I usually always link Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna test just putting up the YouTube waiting room link so that I'm not spamming multiple links on live tweets for a little bit. Also because the waiting room shows your time zone, which is nice. A Twitch link just kind of chucks you into my offline screen. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you, Alex, for the gift sub. Thank you. Oh, really, Jairjin? You work at 7 a.m.? I'm one of your go-to getting to work listens. I'm so grateful. I even want to play around with what time zones I stream, honestly. Cause we're currently workshopping this. So I think I'm allowed to say it because I'm not gonna say a date and time because it's very subject to change. But the Church of Chad is actually the Church of Chat has actually been cooking up a collab coming up sometime. TM. Probably this month. Most likely this month. And so that'll be on the schedule when it happens. But yes, Church of Chat reunion. We have a little Church of Chat group chat literally where we wanted to hang out together again sometime. So yeah, I'll be with, I'm not sure if it's gonna be in RP or out OOC, but details for that will come when they come. But we had been planning that since VCraft ended, and I'm very, very excited. That is so cute. I'm so excited. I love these people. I love these people so much, guys. I really, really, really do. Speaking of friends from VCraft that I greatly adore, back to talking about Malum because he's not getting off of this scot-free. No. I'm just like, for anyone that didn't know, thank you again for all of your excitement for me. Regarding my performance at US Idol Fest, I got really shy and very flustered seeing everyone's like comments and things. Like I was like, oh my gosh, what? They're excited that I'm gonna perform. Ah! Anyway, right before the stream started, I was getting ready and I was setting up for stream, and then I see on my Twitter timeline, because I'm on Oomph Tweet now, I see on my timeline as I'm just like preparing to like make my live tweet, people are like, I'm gonna go and like I hope that Malum wakes up. And I was like, what? What's happening? Ever since VCraft, I've really been on Oomph Twitter. And I keep seeing a lot of tweets from Oomphy's fan bases. It's great. By Oomph Twitter, it just means like, mutuals. Your mutuals and their fans are all over your timeline. And it's a good thing because I get to see all the cute little things that Debonaires and Cinderbuns are posting. I'm not exposing you guys, don't worry. Your secrets are safe with me. I'm also seeing some very, very cute fan arts. But yeah, again, your secrets are safe with me. And I've been enjoying my timeline. It's so fun. And I try and just like scroll a little and just like see what everyone's up to a little bit. But I will say it was a bit surprising to open Twitter and set up for stream and then see multiple posts being like, oh my gosh, sleep well, Malum. I hope he can end his Twitter space when he wakes up. And I was like, I look at the top, you know how when someone has a Twitter space, there's the little bubble. I look at the top of my phone screen and I'm like, oh yeah, Malum's live in a Twitter space. I wonder if he's like chatting or something, because I think he was in Japan for his very awesome 3D debut, which you should go watch when you get to. I did watch the 3D debut live, but it was also it was the night my family was having a large family gathering dinner for Mid-Autumn Festival and all the birthdays that we had to catch up on. And so I had like multiple cousins and many aunts and uncles there. And then I was like, I'm gonna sneak off to the bathroom to watch his 3D live sometimes. That aside, amazing, go watch it. But today he was asleep. At least this is what I picked up on from chat. But I opened his Twitter space and I was like, oh yeah, like I wonder what he's talking about. And there is no sound coming out from the Twitter space. And I was like, oh, is he muted? And then I look in the live chat for the Twitter space, which is like his waiting room on YouTube. And everyone's just like, how do we wake him up? The silence was so loud. Multiple people were just like, the Cinder Buns were like, oh dear. And they were like, I think we just like hear him like shuffling like in his sleep. You know, like the sounds like when you take a nap, but like you move in your sleep. Like people were like, I think I just like heard him stir. And I'm like, oh gosh, that's not good. He's in a Twitter space. And he's still live. And I was like, oh gosh, I didn't know if anyone was able to like reach him and wake him up. But I was looking at chat and people were like, oh my gosh, I hope like he can wake up so he can end it, so he can sleep peacefully and not get jump scared when he wakes up. Yeah. And then I saw that multiple different people from First Stage Production, like his company, as well as other people, as well as other people were like dropping in to his chat and dropping into the Twitter space to see if it was still live. Yeah. So it was kind of cute though. It's like everyone was like checking in. I would open the Twitter space and then I would like see one of his gen mates pop in and then pop out, and then one of his friends pop in and pop out. The shuffling noise was a jump scare. I had no idea. It took a while though, because even Mane-san were asleep because of the time zone difference, right? Oh no. Yeah, I did try to like I wasn't sure if he had Discord notifications on. I figured he wouldn't have the sound on because I never have like Discord pings on either. I think a lot of streamers don't. But I was like, just in case, I will message and see if it pings him, and then I will, if he's really not waking up, I'll see if I can reach. But no, it wasn't happening, and so I even like took a peek in Mindcord to see if anyone was able to reach him. But yeah, I think you know, people, the First Stage Production boys, I figured that they would handle it or have it under control. But yeah, they contacted their Mane-sans who were also sleeping. So there it is. Hold on, I'll just show you guys this. So this is what I was doing right before stream because I was worried. I was like, dude, if you wake up in your live, that's gonna be very nerve-wracking. This is the GIF I sent. Do you like it? I searched up Breaking Bad yelling. You fell asleep in your Twitter space, I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think this is how the Cinder Buns felt as well, like in his, like quietly in his waiting room chat for the for the Twitter space, just like you guys are being so cute though. Any Cinder Buns here? You guys are being so cute. You were like, guys, are we having a sleepover? We should like play cards and have a sleepover here with this as our BGM, like silence with occasional stirring. But yeah, no, he hasn't seen that yet. I think he will be in a real doozy when he wakes up. At least he won't be live because the space got ended, and then I looked at the time and I was like, oop, I gotta start stream. But imagine waking up and being Malim and then being like, your notifications are exploding. You have like probably messages from like all your friends and gen mates. You have messages from people in the company. You have messages from your managers being like, your Twitter space. But I do think probably a manager got to get in there and help him end it. So, yippee! Crisis averted. But it's so sweet how everyone just like cares a lot about each other. Honestly, never over VCraft, guys. Never over VCraft. I saw people joking in the Mindcord, like, what if Malim is a sleep talker and starts leaking VCraft Enchanted Season 3, which is not a thing, by the way. At least not to my knowledge right now. Season 3. Just like honk shoo. Yeah, VCraft Season 3 is gonna start on this day. Oh man. Dang, we skipped Season 2. Oh shoot, this reminds me. Hold on. While I'm streaming, I'm gonna just make sure I download the I'm gonna download something I needed to. I just saw it. Also, I heard whispers. I heard whispers of a VCraft Enchanted fan server. I'm so curious about it. Is that like a thing? Is it just a bunch of you guys playing Cottage Witch mod together? These fan arts are so cute. I'm glad you guys enjoy them as well. I love my fan art roulette. I try and update it as much as I can. Gee, yeah, it's so cool. Wait, is it just like the cottage? Is it the Cottage Witch mod or is it New Witchington? I have, I've been away, so it's a thing. Oh my gosh. Because I don't know if they've released the map yet. Oh, it's the same mod. I see. That is so cute. That is the cutest thing ever. Oh, it's the mod. Okay. Cool. The map is not released yet. Yeah, I figured as much as well. I also have not. I do not have the map yet. I probably need to give myself some more time before peaking or returning to New Witchington in any capacity because I'm scared. I'm gonna cry. Everyone's at the restaurant. I am still at the restaurant. Trust me when I say I think everyone, at least everyone that was really active to some extent, even if just towards the end of season 1, we are all at the restaurant. We are never leaving the restaurant. Occasionally, you'll just see in the Minecraft people being like, I miss you guys. So hopping back on Minecraft when? It's just, this stuff takes a lot of time to set up. And everyone, also has to focus on their own stuff, but it's so silly because we are still sharing fan art that we see on our timelines and like the fan art channels, and like we're sharing clips that we see on the timelines, and it's just like, it's so nice that it's still alive. Everyone was into VCraft so much. I saw Luca and Vox trying out a new mod together. I saw that Vox still had his Vitruvius assets on, and I'm like, bro is at the restaurant. In fact, he has not even ordered dessert yet. He is at the restaurant. He's like, he ate his main course, but he's staying from like lunch to dinner to then order a second course, and he's not even ready for dessert yet. I did see that they got perms for Minecraft Eternal too. But it's really sweet. I would have never I would have never anticipated that the VCraft, I guess you could call it cast, yeah. We are on TV tropes. The VCraft cast is so I don't know. I'm really appreciative of the fact that it's not just a few of us that are just dwelling and being reminiscent. It's like a lot of us. It's like a lot of us right with you. It was that good. It was that life-changing, and I even wrote some messages. I'm sure I haven't messaged everyone, but I've, you know, especially right after VCraft, we all got really busy. I didn't DM every single person, but I DM'd a bunch of people to be like, I really liked this conversation we had, and da 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 da, and your character was so da 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 da, and it was so great. It's so great. It is really sweet that we keep in touch. And I mean, I knew this myself before VCraft ended, at least, where I was like, okay, if all of these people are super busy after VCraft, I will miss them so dearly, but like, I was pretty committed to just the idea of like becoming, you know, I wanted to be like a mega fan of the VCraft cast. Like, I want to, you know, keep supporting them alongside all of my other friends, where I felt like, you know, I want to just keep tabs on what everyone's doing. I wonder if anyone's made like a Twitter list. I don't tend to use those, but you know how you can make like a Twitter list and pin it to your feed? I was like, dude, just like add all your oomphs on there. We will never move on. I don't think we have to. Maybe this is just me being wishful and just saying it myself, but at least for me, we don't have to ever move on. Like, we'll do a bunch of other stuff. We'll do whatever we want. But like, why? I guess I don't want to ever force myself to feel like I need to leave it in the past or anything, because I think it will continue to affect my present, you know? Don't move on, just move in. Yeah, and to New Witchington. Prime real estate, guys. Prime real estate. I just think everybody that I've been able to meet and cross paths with has just been so wonderful. Let it marinate in your brain rent-free. You know what the best part of all of this is? I've barely even gotten to watch everyone else's POVs, so I just get to keep reliving it. I've been chipping away at Calvin's POV, Vitruvius's POV, Zealand's POV, and Malum's POV, because those were 4 POVs I was very curious about. Boog and Sir Eve's POV I actually did get to watch quite a bit while it was still live. They were some of the only POVs that I kept more close tabs on, because one, those are my girls. Those are my friends. But also I guess the things that they were doing were very, like, I felt like they were going on like fun adventures, like into the woods. I never got to go into the woods that everyone was talking about, like the cool woods for loot. I'm gonna have to do that someday. But they were going off into like enchanted woods or like learning magic, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so fun to like watch on the side as I like make my dinner. Yeah, the Twilight Forest. I never got to see the Twilight Forest. I never even got to learn a lick of magic. And this is why I know, if we ever play Cottage Witch mod again, or even if I ever try it out myself, I want to learn magic. I want to strike people with lightning. I want to fly around at will, or like on a broom. It's so cool. It's like a completely different game. I was playing vanilla Minecraft plus figs. Speaking of figs, I can't see them the same way anymore, and I've seen some of the oomphs on Twitter saying the same thing when they see figs. Because I went home to like hang out with my family, I literally saw that we have dried fig snacks at home, and we have fig jam because my mom and my sister really like eating figs. I actually don't, but it's okay because Granny loves it. I can't see figs or sunflowers the same. I've always loved sunflowers so much. They're just so cute. There's a picture of figs on my professor's slideshow today, and I was low-key tweaking in my seat. Can you imagine as you like rattle the bars of your enclosure in your class, in your lecture, you're like, Professor, stop the slides, stop the slides! Those figs right there! Those remind me of a deeply emotional experience I had 2 weeks ago. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks, by the way. 2 weeks ago, in which there was a virtual grandma and her virtual grandsons, and there was, you know, powers threatening the village, and there was a 3-hour-long court case, and there was friendship and revenge
Welcome
and
home,
betrayal, and
I hope your trip was a relaxing
and we
one.
cried real
Mint my
tears. Oh my gosh. Welcome home, Mint. I hope your trip was a relaxing one. It was. Thank you for the welcome home, Lexus. Ooh. Thank you for 30 whole months. That's a lot of months. That's as many months as there are days in a month. And that's how you know it's a lot. Big number. Love sunflowers. They just make me happy. They're the best flower. But oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your support, me Lexus. I carry you. But yeah, I guess I was also going to talk a bit about my vacation, but I get to talk about, you know, VCraft and my vacation. One funny thing I realized while I was out in the wilderness and touching real grass was, this sounds ridiculous. I would be outside in this gorgeous scenery with like trees and like a river and grass, and I would be like, man, this is just Minecraft in real life. This is just Minecraft in real life. Isn't that so nice? Feel the breeze. I could feel the breeze and like hear the trees rustling, and I'm like, I could just imagine that I'm like sitting on a riverbank in New Witchington right now. And then I realized I sound crazy. I was sitting on a rock looking over the water that was like rippling because there was some wind, and it was super peaceful, and like I had like a little alone moment. And in that serene moment where I was in touch with the world, I was thinking about Minecraft. Oh my goodness. I was though. I truly was. I was like, wow. And I was also reminiscing to myself thinking like, I don't think I'll ever get over the emotional, like, I truly feel like my heart was very touched with a lot of the storylines and what Granny Materva had been through. I actually, you know, she's not like, I wouldn't say she's ever gone for good. She's still thriving in New Witchington. And I do think that having created her like as a character, I still may draw her, you know, from time to time, or like draw like bits and pieces of lore. Like it's just something fun to revisit because this restaurant isn't closing down. This is one of those generational restaurants that you can just never, it'll always be there. It's like one of those really, I don't know if you guys have seen something like it, but it's like one of those local staples. And no matter how sticky the tables get and how run down the appearance may be over the years, the food is still good. I've never been so invested in Minecraft before VCraft. Same? Is that crazy to say? I guess it's like I've always had fun with Minecraft and I've enjoyed playing in servers with other people, but because of the RP, like the RP is what made it what it was, and everyone and their like homes and establishments and like the cozy familial feeling, just I feel like I understood in that moment why people get invested in like SMPs. I was like, wow. I never thought that I would get that. I never thought that I would have this many brainworms about fictional characters and adults playing pretend in Minecraft, but I was like, wow. Wow, guys. Isn't this so great? You truly are oomph, you get it? I really love when people call me oomph. Some people will say hello non-oomph, right? When you're not like literally following each other. But a lot of times it's like people's posts pop up on my timeline anyways. I might not necessarily like, I'm not someone to be like, you know, follow here, follow there. I don't want to like think too much about anything. But what I will say is you can just be my oomph regardless. A lot of times I might not follow people when they Oshi post because I also want to make sure that people are comfortable to like... You know how it is when people want to like post about their Oshis a lot? And they want to post and like be very, you know... When I post about my Oshi, I want to be unwell, you know what I mean? I'm taking screenshots of Maya with her white hair and that black outfit that she wore for her anniversary. Like I want to be able to fangirl in my little corner for like 5 oomphs to see, you know, like the same 5 people that see me like running around and, you know, being like that meme of that dog that's like like it's very much you get it? Yeah, it's very much like I understand if you have your boundaries and don't always want things to be perceived, and so even if I perceive it and even if I approve, I won't always interact with it or follow people for that reason, because like I'm oomph anyways. Oomph in heart and spirit is more important. My oomph, exactly, Mika. Also, hi Papayalan! Now you're ready for D&D? Oh my gosh. I guess this is why people get super invested in D&D too. I've never been as invested in something like... You know, I haven't played a full D&D campaign before. I don't really have experience there. But after VCraft, I'm like, no, I get it. I get why people just get so into D&D. I get why people are having weekly meetings on their calendar. But yeah, I get it though. It's like being able to have like your own space to fangirl without feeling like in the back of your head you're just like, oh no, like what if a VTuber that I'm mentioning, or like what if a VTuber I'm mentioning's like friend like sees this, and like, you know, you guys shouldn't worry about that though. Be free, be free. I know different talents, different people have their own comfort levels and whatnot, but I think, you know, most people state their boundaries very openly, or like have a fan policy somewhere, so I think people should be very free to have fun with their friends and enjoy their fan life. Oshikatsu life, exactly. D&D got you your first corporate job since the manager wanting me to join their campaign after I mentioned it in my interview. That is really fun lore. I got the job because the manager wanted me in their D&D campaign. That's sweet. Oh my gosh. TTRPGs are so fun. Immersive in a different way, except campaigns can last for months and even more than a year. I feel like if I participated in a campaign that lasted for more than a year, I would be so emotionally invested that like what would I do with myself once it ended, you know? I guess it would feel like VCraft, but like so much longer too. And I guess a lot of times D&D, with everyone's schedules, you do like a weekly meeting or something. I've been a DM for a decade. I had one that went for 3 years. Mika currently has a D&D campaign going on for 3 years. You would draw your character a lot. I would. That's the thing. If I played D&D, I guess this is the thing about me where it's like, I want to be able to have D&D characters with really unique designs that actually deviate from what I look like. But when it comes to RP and stuff like VCraft as well, like, I kind of feel like I'm putting a lot of myself into them to be extra immersed, like the method acting I talked about weeks ago. And so even with Granny Minterva, it's almost like she's just an aged up alternate universe, right? Like her story is a completely different character, but design wise, I still want something like, I want a bit of Mintmai in there. But I don't want to like have to marry myself to the idea of like, you know, your RPOCs always need to feel like your original Sona. Because I do think that, you know, that might limit you in terms of color palette and whatnot, but like, I just love orange. I just love orange and yellow, guys. Can I just say that? don't you have a color that you can't escape, you know? I know that some people can't escape like black as an aesthetic. Like whether it's like clothes or other things, or like some people are just really into a different color. Like for me, it's like creams and yellows and oranges and browns. Like I'm stuck. Even with Mintmai, that was just you. Yes, my first time RPing. For anyone that wasn't there for VTRP, which was a GTA server, my first time ever role-playing, I was not sure what to do because I never role-played before, and I guess I never really watched a lot of other people roleplay before either. So for my first roleplay, here, Alex drew the hair on here. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for this image. But this is a screenshot. Like I definitely put part of myself into this. For GTA, I became Mintmai. The hair was not actually like this, but like he spoke like this, and he was like, "Hi, my name's Mintmai. I really like Neko Cafe Kitty Girls 1000. You know, like I just like collecting my waifus." So he became just like a nerdy guy. So it's like, oh, you know, I'm putting a lot of myself into this. It's just me if I was a nerdy guy that was even more into waifu games than I already am. I'm already into waifu games, so like, you know? So I just, and even, you know, in GTA you can like change the background wallpaper for your phone, so I made it Nekopada. And I was like, really, that was silly, because I will say the RP was like a lot lighter, and because of the timing of VTRP, I didn't get to be super active, but I still had fun interactions and met a couple of oomphs there. But yeah, this RP character all started because I was going through the clothing options in GTA, and you know, they had some mods added, but I was going through the clothing options and I came across this and I was like, yeah, this bangs. We're doing this and some glasses and he's just gonna be me. Yeah, so as you can see, even though it's like not exactly me, but it's still a deviation. Like it still deviates from something that's close to a lot of my interests or something I can relate to deeply. So there you have it. And I also think that it's just because it's me. I don't know if I can RP a character that doesn't have a hyperfixation. Just think about Granny and her pigs. Like, will I ever... It's not that I want to make their hyperfixation their whole personality for every RP I ever do. I'm not trying to typecast myself like that or lock myself into committing to such a role. But I can't not have a little thing that my character is super into. Whether it's the cat girl gacha or if it's the figs. So as soon as I find something to latch onto within a server, I think it just adds a lot. It helps me mold the character if in their current state they've just got something they're really into. It's like people that, you know, maybe you catch up with your friend for the first time in a few months and she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, like recently I've gotten really into baking sourdough. Like my sourdough starter is my baby. There are actually people that are just so into sourdough specifically. I've seen it. I've seen the sourdough TikToks. I've seen the sourdough blogs. I've seen people getting very excited about their sourdough, you know, being alive because it's a whole process. So it's that, but with me and RP. It is a little more fun that way. And I guess, you know, in my day-to-day life, I tend to function that way. I have a bunch of hobbies. Too many maybe. And I just keep bouncing. I guess I bounce between them. Like I go back to hobbies that I've had in the past, but it's sort of a constant lazy Susan. A lazy Susan buffet of hobbies and media and interests, and I am just spinning it at like 100 miles per hour. The thing is just going, you can't even see the food, it's like all blurring together, and then I'm taking my fork and I'm just stabbing it in there and adding things to my plate. That's how it goes. Honestly, since I just got home like last night too, I was just thinking to myself, like, I have so many episodes of Fragrant Flower That Blooms with Dignity to catch up on. I love when the anime and the manga I'm keeping up with like stacks multiple episodes and chapters so that I can binge it a little bit as a treat. Like, who doesn't like that? What if in D&D I was a druid with a sourdough slime? That sounds fun. I need to learn more about, you know, the classes and things like that. A druid. Ooh! Wait, I like this. I like the druid artworks I'm seeing. Yes, I'm very into this. I'm very into the nature-y aesthetic with, you know... I like the pointy ears, I like the horns. It looks so cool. Hobby Roulette is so relatable. I love that anime, me too! I love the manga, but I haven't read the manga in so long. I've been able to like forget some of it. I've been able to purposely, you know, erase my memory of some of the plot so that I can enjoy the anime. And then something happens in the anime and I was like, oh my gosh. I would have never known because it was probably at least 2 years since I read that chapter. Nature aesthetic I love. Go figure. Green. We love green women. I've been planning 2 characters with a friend. With a friend girl, 2 paladin siblings. Hers has fallen into darkness, mine is a pillar of light. Ooh! Being able to like plan with your friends to have roles that kind of like are foils to each other or like complement each other, that's cool. I feel like, I guess if I'm thinking about it in like stream type of RP, I wonder how that would translate, you know? Because I guess it's like, if you know someone really well and you're both down to commit to the bit, then yes, you could try and pre-plan something where your characters are foils to each other, but I kind of like when it happens unintentionally. I just love unscripted RP. It's so... wow. I love it even more than I thought I already did. I loved unscripted... I guess I liked improv. I always thought comedy improv was fun. But then VCraft happened and I was like, oh my gosh, I love RP. It's so relatable. I recently watched the finale for The Summer Hikaru Died, and it was so fun watching the anime because I forgot so much of what happens in the manga. I also forgot a lot about that manga for a while. I haven't watched the anime yet because I'm scared. I'm scared. I can read the manga. I can even read Junji Ito and sleep fine at night. But if it's watching something or if it's playing a horror game, yeah, you're not gonna see me doing that. Nope. But I want to watch the anime so bad because like the animation quality looks really nice. But because the directing and the animation is nice, then it's really scary. So, The Summer Hikaru Died mentioned. I love that series. I love that manga. I will copy and paste the title. I think it's this. Yeah, The Summer Hikaru Died. It is creepy, it is uncomfy, and it is so good. Honestly, I was more freaked out by the manga for the most part, but I get that. Some panels are drawn really, really well. The anime is fantastic. I think the cool thing about manga for me is because regardless of, you know, whether you're reading it digitally or physically, I think it's more effective physically. But please know that like mangakas, at least really great ones, they put effort into the pacing. And so you as the reader are being brought through the story and like you might not even notice it, but the panels and like how they placed like the word bubbles and the, you know, the images and like the paneling of the manga, it will influence how quickly you flip the page. And so that paces things. And when they do that, it's just so cool. It's so cool when you can feel the buildup and then you turn the page and you get like that 2-page spread of an extremely like shocking or very, very grand moment. Like, ooh! Moku Moku is so good at what she does. It's so good. I'm such a nerd about this stuff. I love it. I love it. The animated adaptation was really well done, but the manga paneling is so incredible. I have a bias. I love animation, and you know, that's also my background. But I think that a lot of times when something is being adapted over from manga, it's hard for me to feel like the adaptation is better. I guess that's the case, but I do think there are cases where I think the adaptation is better. I think in like in Freyren. In Freyren, I do think the anime is one of those exceptions where I feel like the anime, the music, the colors, it adds a lot to what the manga already does really well. But it's because it's like, you know, comfy slice of life fantasy with some very epic battles and moments in between, and the fight choreography, oh my gosh, it's really good. But that's one example, right? But there's just so many times where the manga is so masterfully thought through that's just like the anime is gonna be beautiful and amazing, but it's gonna be like, it's hard to compare them directly. Yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the Chainsaw Man movie yet. I have not. I also need to watch the Dan movie. I have to watch the Dan movie so bad, because if I don't, I can't watch the second core of season 1 or like season 2? Season 2 of Dan. And I really like Dan. But I really need to watch the movie, the Evil Eye arc, guys. There's a movie? Yes. And the movie, there's the Dan, the first 12 episodes, right? You have to watch the movie after season 1, and then you can start season 2. Unfortunately, not everyone knows to do that with like episodic series, but the movie is actually required, or else you're like missing a chunk of the plot. If you don't watch the movie, you miss like a huge arc in the manga. And might I say, it's one of my personal favorite arcs. I really like the Evil Eye arc. That's also why I'm quite hesitant to get into manga reading. You're worried it'll ruin anime for you because so many people say it's not as good as the manga. Oh, I don't think it would ruin it for you. I will say, depending on what kind of anime you like, maybe it doesn't matter like as much. I think when it comes to like shoujo or comedy slice of life, I tend to really like the anime more than the manga, because you know, the colors and the atmosphere of an anime, like it definitely works really well for more slice of life formats. But for me, my epic fantastical adventure, it might be the other way around for other people. But for me, my epic fantastical adventure, if the manga artist is really, really good, and I'm totally talking about Rokokui right now in Dungeon Meshi, if the manga artist is top notch like her, it's really hard. It's really hard to be able to get the exact same feeling across through any other medium, because it's already perfect as a comic. Sometimes reading the manga makes me really excited for the anime adaptation. I think that Ichi the Witch needs an anime adaptation someday. I think Ichi the Witch needs one. Just putting it out there. I think it could be super popular. I want to see Ichi the Witch everywhere. I want it to be like the next Demon Slayer. I want it to be bigger than Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm being so real when I say that. Fingers crossed. And I will say I'm not fully caught up on Ichi the Witch, but from everything I've read so far, it needs to be bigger than JJK. I am totally not salty about JJK writing. Not at all. again, it's totally cool if you enjoy it, but like I have my nitpicks. There's certain moments where you linger and others where you speed up, and it's such a fun ride when a mangaka really knows how to pace a series. I agree. I think they add a lot more, or the pacing to delve into Yoshiki's mind, but the manga is keen on touching more things at once. It's dangerous mentioning the series to me. No, I think you should keep thinking about that Summer Hikaru died. It's good. Fingers crossed for you. I haven't read it, but I've heard amazing things. I really recommend reading it. It's cool. I don't know. I like the story. I'm gonna bounce you around. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, Mare. It really depends on the adaptation's budget and how good they are at pacing. Adaptation is always about prioritization. Oh, it's a good point. I think, you know, even though I'll be out here, the reason why I praise manga so much is because I actually want people to read the mangas for the animes that they're watching. Because for instance, like Yona of the Dawn never got another season. But I would love for people to give the manga the chance if they have like time to read it once in a while. It's long, but it's not a One Piece, you know? Yes, Witch Hat Atelier is getting an anime adaptation. I need to go back and fill myself in on Witch Hat Atelier. That's another one where I'm like, the art. So many mangakas, like their craft is being able to draw those micro expressions and the detail and the character design. So honestly, I'm still really happy that these things are getting anime adaptations, but I hope some people will watch the anime, really like it, and then also look at the manga, because you can enjoy them separately. I usually watch the anime first, then read the manga. Yeah, that's totally amazing. I want to make sure that people still have books. You know what I mean? And manga is, you know, not the same as a novel. You should totally read novels too. But I think that I want manga to still be like popular in the West in print, because I really like when series can get localized and like translated officially, because that's how, like, you know, that's how you can share the joy of the medium of manga. I know, like, I feel like in a time where, especially with the internet, we want stuff to be really colorful and condensed and like throw everything at me, and like our attention spans are always being put to like, you know, they're kind of being shrunk through various methods, because it like benefits it benefits someone, but not you. I think that when in a time where attention spans are being shrunk and being like, oh yes, pay attention to the most colorful, flashy, fast things that are happening online, I want people to take the time to slow down sometimes and really digest the media that's in front of them. Because you know, I love digesting anime and I love like anime analysis, but there's something about not watching a video essay on YouTube, as much as I love them, but there's something about not watching a video essay on YouTube, but going and reading a manga yourself, and you can like ruminate on it between the chapters. Like, that's the beauty of a book. You just put a bookmark in there, and then you put a bookmark in there and you can come right back to it. I feel like with anime, I kind of have a harder time pausing it and then feeling like going back to it and picking it back up. It's harder when it's like you just have a playhead and like a timeline. It's not the same as having something physical where you can, you know, bookmark it. This is why I binge anime. See, that too. Nothing wrong with a little treat. But yeah, I think to me, manga is just a really beautiful medium. Why light novels are so enjoyable? I haven't read light novels in a hot minute, but I know that, you know, my friend Alpa really likes Ascendance of a Bookworm. So I was interested in reading the novel. Yeah. She was like, there might be some things in there that you don't like, but like give it a chance, and I told her I would, so I plan to. Although recently I've been okay not binging since I've been watching with people, which has been fun. Ooh, I do think that what I love about anime is that it can become like a watch party thing. You can sit down together and you can like watch it together. It's easier to do that than like book club, I think. It's more like everyone just can watch it at the same time and then like you're all at the same timestamp. While reading is very much you have a customized, like it's at your own pace. It's not paced for you. You gotta just read, right? Reading is cool. Reading is awesome. Speaking of which, I need to go and check out some books from the library. I mass returned all the books that I got from the local library before I went on a trip because they were due, and I was like, I don't want to renew them just to hoard them when I'm not gonna have time to, you know, read them. But yeah, I managed to get my mom to watch animes with me. She enjoyed Demon Slayer. I remember I read the Demon Slayer manga. I definitely really liked... I kind of think with Demon Slayer, I liked a lot of the earlier arcs, honestly. I don't know. I guess I'm picky with my shonen. Hi, Ray! I miss anime nights with friends. All my friends moved away. Oh, Mr. No! That's why Discord exists. I know easier said than done, but that's why Discord's a thing. Did you get your dad into anime? My brother and I are both into anime, and it's so much fun watching and yapping and freaking out over whatever's coming out that we're both tuning into. That is so cute. I can't get my sister into anime. Like, I think it's harder. She's busy, but I think the thing is, how do I put it? It's like, if I'm sensitive to horror, my sister is more sensitive to horror. And not just sensitive to horror, but like I think that shonen, she wouldn't enjoy a lot of shonen. But the thing is, there's a lot of great shonen with like really good, you know, really good stories. But even then, I feel like I know that she's watched Wotakoi. But she really likes sports anime. That's it. It's not that I can't get my sister into anime. It's that she likes sports anime in particular. No, I'm just teasing her. Not only sports anime. But her favorite anime of all time is Slam Dunk because we grew up, you know, that was my first anime. That was also one of her first anime. But like genre-wise, my sister wants like really slice of life, comedy, sportsmanship type stuff. And I get it. But when I watch anime, like, I guess I really like a wide breadth of anime and manga. And I just can't get my sister into Dungeon Meshi because I know I can't get my sister into Dungeon Meshi and it hurts. Cause she's just not, like, she's not sold on like D&D and like fantasy stuff. It pains me so. Just kidding. I know she's busy. I know she is busy. And honestly, it's not that she doesn't like fantasy. For instance, she loves Greek mythology. And she reads a lot more books than me. And then we'll joke with each other and I'll be like, yeah, I read a ton too. And she's like, all of your reading has pictures, right? And I was like, yes, but those pictures were painstakingly drawn by very, very skilled storytellers. It's, you know, different mediums, still take some critical thinking, you know? Still have my thinking cap on. Still soaking in the world building. It's just a little bit different. But yeah, well, she'll recommend me books, but like I can't really recommend her manga, you know what I mean? Not the haha picture book reader. Hey, picture books are hard to make. Children's books are super well thought out. Do you know how difficult that industry is? Children's books. The children's books that you see hit the shelves. You might open it and be like, there are 10 words on this page. Oh, those 10 words were picked really carefully. And they've gone through editorial and the artist has taken extensive time to develop that style. My favorite children's book author is probably John Klassen. But even then, I feel like John Klassen writes picture books that are also for adults. He's a very chill guy, and I'm lucky enough to have met him before, and I have a signed copy of one of his books, and that is a family heirloom now. I have a little signed book, and it's the I Want My Hat Back. Yeah. Quick, write a children's books. It's not gonna be quick. It will not be quick. I have known some children's book illustrators. It is not all simple and fluffy as you might expect. It's just a different it's a different skill. A different writing skill to be able to do things that are that concise and also like bring a lot to the table. And yeah, I used to be in the children's department leader when I was a bookseller, and I had to read a bunch. You're a bookseller? That's so cool. I love the Moomins. Tove Jansson, my goat. Tove Jansson, my goat. I really want to buy that copy of one of my childhood favorite books, Alice in Wonderland. I just love it's full of whimsy. But there is a copy of Alice in Wonderland. And when I say Alice in Wonderland is my favorite, it's like the original. Like I want the OG, not the movies, none of the adaptations, not the Disney one. I want like the Lewis Carroll writing. That was my favorite childhood book. For whatever reason, I really liked how it was written, even though I didn't, understand everything. But I love Alice in Wonderland. And there's a copy of it that is actually illustrated by Tove Jansson. It has Tove Jansson illustrations like in the book, like as like splash illustrations. And I'll show you guys. Oh my goodness. I love their art. You might know Tove Jansson for the Moomins, and Moomin I love as well. But their other work is so cool as well. It's just like charming. Yeah. OMG Moomin. You guys know that there's a new Moomin? More Moomin animation coming out. I saw the news about it. I saw the news and I'm so excited. But look, this is the Alice in Wonderland. Like that illustration is by the Moomin creator and artist. I want this book really bad. I haven't. Thank you guys for reminding me that this was on my wish list of books to buy myself someday. This and then the Dungeon Meshi box set manga. Those are very up on the list. It looks so good, OMG. The art is awesome, and the fact that the new Moomin animation coming out though is gonna be directed by Rebecca Sugar. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. A few people even DM'd it to me and were like, "This seems like it'd be up your alley," and I was like, "It is." The crossover of Tove Jansson's world and Rebecca Sugar as a director, I'm like, oh, okay. Listen, this is just me being a little bit wishful, but I'm like, I want to hear a sweet song at some point in there. It's not like the Moomins have to sing it, but like I want to hear like a nice little song. There's a new Moomin. I love Moomin. It was announced to be in the works. It was announced, and I am so over the moon. Yes, Steven Universe creator Rebecca Sugar. I am just reading off the Variety headliner. Steven Universe creator Rebecca Sugar set for animated feature from Annapurna Moomin characters. So it's gonna be a Moomin animated film. And yeah. I guess the guy in charge of the IP for Moomin right now is just really excited to work with this studio and with, Rebecca Sugar as a director. I think it'll be so heartwarming, guys. My perfect victory? Yes! Yes! We're winning. We're winning. Lexus is very excited. Lexus also loves Moomin and Rebecca Sugar. That adds up. Dude, me and you, excited for what's to come. Hold on, I had this pulled up as well. Look at this art! I'm so glad. I'm so glad that Tove Jansson has illustrated a version of Alice in Wonderland. The writing is the same. But wow, as soon as I get my hands on this copy, like, I'm never putting it down because look at how she drew the caterpillar. Compared to like you know, the Disney adaptation of Alice in Wonderland is really scary to me. It was scary as a kid, or scary to me as a kid. But as I grew up, I was just like, I really like the more, you know, I really like all the different, very whimsical interpretations of the original story. That is so cool, but it also slightly scares me. It's not for everyone, but I just can only, I don't know, I have so much admiration for artists that can have such a specific style. But look at how different everyone's face is. That's so cool. Like Alice's face is in one way, the Queen's face is like really specific. Oh man, it's so cool. I mean, I feel like this is why Rokokui very quickly became my all-time favorite mangaka. Because no one does it like her. You know? I'll be a fan of hers forever. She's so cool. So amazing. Let me see if I can show you guys this image. It's like when I look at her work, I guess it's what it means to me to like make art, I guess. It just like reminds me how cool it is to be able to like create things from nothing, pretty much. Look at this. What does the caption say? I'm zooming in. I wanted to give the members of each race more distinct features, so I went ahead and did some quick drawings of characters and some characters that haven't appeared in the manga, separated by their race. So we have the elves, and then we have tall men, and we have, you know, like the Tiltuk, the halflings, dwarves. Yeah, so we have, I think the whole page on the right is all tall men or like human characters. But yeah. Tove Janssen's style is really recognizable. Also tangentially related. Have you read any of her adult books? If not, I recommend The Summer Book. I'm writing that down. I knew she had books for adults. I don't think I got around to ever reading The Summer Book. Oh, yes, it's her novel. Okay. Noted. Thank you for reminding me of that. Hello, Vivi. Good to see you. I really need to watch Dungeon Meshi. Your JPVA Oshi is voice acting Ballin. Yes, she is. Ballin, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. Oh my gosh, Ballin. Ballin, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. I love her so much. I love her so much. Especially Chimera, Pollen. I still haven't watched Dungeon Meshi either. If you don't mind reading the manga first, I feel like it's totally worth reading the manga. But the anime is also good. I think my one thing with the anime is occasionally there'll be an episode that's like handled by a different studio. I don't know if other people notice that, but well, in season 1 of Dungeon Meshi, occasionally there would be an episode that was like time crunch, I think, but or they just like had to reallocate it. So there's an episode here and there that's handled by a different studio, so they're drawn slightly differently. However, it's still really enjoyable, so please give it a chance. But it's just, you know, I just really liked the style, like the regular style of it, outside of what. I think it was like episode, I want to say it was like 2 or 3. It was like episode 1 and 2 were a specific style, and then 3 it looked a little bit different, but then it went back. Anyway, Rokokui, you are one of my favorite artists. Oh my goodness. Funny enough, as someone that loves Dungeon Meshi so much and loves character merch so much, I don't have a whole lot of Dungeon Meshi merch.
Mintmai,
it's like just my glass cloth.
Baker. My oven broke, Mintmai cry.
Your oven broke! Thank you very much for the 16 months, Kit Kat. I really, really appreciate your support, but what do you mean your oven broke? Did it stop working? I can't believe on your 16-month flower friend anniversary, you would come to tell the baker that your oven is in fact broken. Mint doesn't even use her oven. I do. I make cookies. I get to eat cookies later. Hey, I get to eat cookies later. Yes, guys, I made pumpkin spice cookies. They're so good. They're so tasty. I made them for my family for like our, you know, family potluck, but I got to take the leftovers. So I brought them back with me. They're like pumpkin spice cookies, and then there's like a lot of cinnamon and sugar on top. They're really good with milk. And anyone ever just like feel like an old lady or like Santa Claus when you have cookies and you dip them in milk and you're like I feel like the mouse in If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, you know? I just like break a little piece off and then I dip it in the milk and I'm like, wow, I'm living the life right now. It's all about the small pleasures, everyone. Pumpkin spice cookies. We demand pumpkin spice cookies by Mintmai? Wow. You're not even gonna ask nicely? Wow, Sanzai-kurai. Full legal name. That sounds so bust. It is. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Mint bakes and it didn't get burnt? That's not what the lore says. Well, the lore says that I only fail bread. They didn't say anything about cookies. The lore opens like the book, the thick lore book, flips to chapter 5, page 92. Yeah, they never said that I couldn't make cookies. Have you ever watched the anime The Heroic Legend of Arslan? Since you like high fantasy? I have not watched that. Actually, I will say my interest in high fantasy is actually more recent than you would expect. I've always liked fantasy. But sometimes it takes... I just like really well done fantasy. Of course, I know I have to give more of a things a chance. But I like Yona the Dawn. This looks good though. I will have this pulled up on the side. I will have this ready. I need to keep like a Google spreadsheet of everything you guys recommend me, so that when I'm stumped as to what to watch, I have a whole list. And it'll be sorted into like books and anime and games. Rawr, welcome in! Welcome in, hot dog. I ate a hot dog the other day. I had a Costco hot dog with relish. Because funny enough, my parents, we were celebrating my mom's birthday. We had a cake in the fridge and my parents were like, you want to get Costco hot dogs for dinner? And my mom and my dad were like, yeah, Costco hot dogs. And my sister looks over to me and she's like, you know, she went home a little bit earlier than me. And so she was like, yeah, they've been on a recent kick of being really into Costco hot dogs. I was like, what? Because growing up, my parents, you know, like most parents, I feel like my parents are very like, you know, eat healthy, eat your balanced meal. Try to have your 3 meals a day, eat fruits, eat vegetables. They were very good about that. And so them being like, hot dog, you ate my family? No, Twitch user, Angie Hot Dog. I swear they were not at all sentient or related to you. I swear. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. Record of Lotus War. Okay. Adding that. I just love, I don't know. I love coming on here and just yapping about stuff with you guys. Media. I keep getting jump scared by the fan art showcase. That's what you get for being an amazing artist, Pen Guides. You see your art in the fan art showcase. Everybody's art is in the fan art showcase. Sometimes, and it's just RNG which one pops up, but sometimes the newest ones, it will take me like a week or up to 2 weeks to add, but I have a really good system for it. I basically have like a folder on my mega Mintmai folder called I have my fan work folder, And then that folder is sorted into many folders. And so I do have one that is like unsorted fan art. And so that's so that I immediately can save fan art as soon as I see it with someone's like username and the date. And then I just chuck it in the unsorted folder. And then later on, I will go ahead and I will put it into the slideshow. And then I'll put it into like the big folder of like all the fan art. And there's so much cute VCraft fan art too that the VCraft got its own folder as well. That way I can find it. Or I can separate, like have a separate spot where I can see Granny Minturba fan art. So yeah, my art never makes it in. What do you mean, Sanzai Kudai? What do you mean? You haven't drawn fan art before? You can't fool me. All I have to do is open my folder and do a quick search of your username and I can see if there's any images. You're gaslighting me. Don't Arthur Fist emoji my art never makes it into the slideshow me. If I actually somehow missed anything, I'd feel really bad, but you can't do that to me. The way you had to double check, no, because I remember Sanzai had made something for me before, but it's a video edit. He did the hey now you're an all-star Mintmai fan cam. And I have that saved too. Love you, Mint. I really appreciate anything you guys throw together. The only thing I'm super behind on saving is memes. There are so many that are just like in Discord, and what I need to do someday is to sit down, go to the Discord meme channel, and as well as sift through the Twitter hashtag Mintmai, and I just have to save everything. That's what I'm behind on. But there's so many memes and so many variations of the same meme, and I like all of them. I think memes are one of those things to be just like enjoyed in the moment too, though. I'm glad you like hearing my thoughts. VCraft world domination. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that a lot of us got to meet each other through VCraft, or you know, we get to have fun afterwards, and I got to meet a bunch more friends too. Man. Cause I do think with VTubing, I have made wonderful friends. I have made wonderful friends. But a lot of friends I made VTubing, I became friends with them relatively early on into my VTubing ventures. And we just like all like, that was also when I had a lot more free time, and we would like be in each other's chats a lot, and like we naturally became friends, like on Discord, start calling each other, So a lot of my friends I've made VTubing, it's been the same people for a long time. And I never intended, you know, I don't want to be someone that's like, oh, I've only made these friends, like I'm closed. I'm closed. I cannot become close friends with anyone else anymore. I don't want to be like that at all. And it's never intentionally. It's just more like I really value, I guess I just really value feeling like I can grow comfortable and close with someone naturally. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I don't want to force anything ever either. And yeah, I tend to be an introvert. So for some reason I've been able, like me and some other introverts have befriended each other, but it's kind of like the chemistry at work, I guess. You know, it's so, you know, friendship is so simple and yet so complicated. And of course, it can be super intimidating when you're chucked into a space and it's like everyone is a content creator, TM, copyright sign, trademark sign. Everyone is a content creator, and so people tend to all have their own ideas and like all are very, very busy and tons of things to focus on. But VCraft has been such a blessing to me and like my life. And I'm gonna start crying again if I think too much about it. But I remembered I actually did tell Calyx about why I specifically cried from Calvin's letter about the farmer's market. Because I think those words like, oh, like you're... those words that like someone is excited for something that you're doing, you know, like as friends and peers, but also I think I don't just that letter really hit, even though it was just like, oh, I didn't in concept it is not a letter to be a tearjerker, but it was because of the emotional context of everything. I don't know. I'm thriving. Hi, Mr. Risa. By the way, guys, did you know that Arisa VTuber also had a 3D debut recently? And she modeled her own 3D interior room? That's my love. You did so amazing, by the way, Arisa. I don't think I've been able to talk enough about it. You're so cute and you're so skilled. Look at, I remember when you were like, oh yeah, I'm just tinkering with 3D modeling. Like what, like 2 years ago? You're like, I'm starting and I'm tinkering with 3D modeling, and boom. Like a year later, you're like, yeah, I modeled my own whole VTuber room. And I'm like, what?
Kyle gifted a tier 1 sub to
I have so many really wonderful and really skilled and very passionate friends, and they encourage me to be even more awesome yippee sugoi myself. Look at this! Arisa VTuber. She modeled this of us. This is her, if you ever see her floating around. Love you so much, we missed you. I miss you all the time. Let's get spicy tofu soup together again. But yeah, this is us, me as a bunny and her as a cat. And this was modeled in like what, 2023? And then there's the fan art of her in the trash can. That was so funny. That was so cute. I didn't even understand that it was Arisa as Nem. Wait, I forgot the name of that Garfield character again. Blah, 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 blah. Nemil? Is that the name? Oh, yeah, Nermal. Yes. Nermal. So cute. I wouldn't miss it for the world got me sobbing. No, that's the thing. I told him that was specifically what got me bawling. So, oh my gosh, so evil. Evil. In parentheses, loving. Heart emoji, smile emoji. But yeah, it was a field day trying to remember. Oh, you just woke up and you're barely awake? I miss you so much, I might fall back asleep. Oh my gosh, have good eeps. Are you gonna fall asleep with my stream on your on your phone? Am I just gonna be yapping? Yap into your ears, you fall asleep? And you're just gonna have dreams of like tiny Mintmai running in circles on the track going like, hi Rai. I was also so emo watching Kaylee's POV when he was sneaking around that farmer's market. Don't worry, you haven't spoiled me, because obviously me and Granny found out that he was sneaking around that day, but I haven't gotten to that episode of his POV yet, because there's so many hours of Minecraft mods. It's so funny that I'm talking to you guys about like reading manga and watching these animes I'm really excited about and like reading books and like enrichment. But I'm actually here like I have so many hours of Minecraft roleplay to watch.
It was so fun.
And of course, I want to see people's like compilations of like the, you know, any compilations and clips I want to watch. But I do think that there are still things that you might miss through clips. Like I just like putting up the stream in the background, right? No, so fair. No, listen, think about it positively. It's not like you're trying to catch up on VCraft POVs. You're just prolonging your enjoyment, you know? You're eating the meal slowly at the restaurant. Neo! Got back from Comic-Con. You gotta take a picture with the creator of Puppy Cat and Apmo. It was so fun, and the pic is in the Discord if you want to see it. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm guessing it's in photos? I do like seeing your guys's stuff. Oh my goodness, that is Natasha Allegri. I love her. I was so happy when I got to meet her at ANYC because I told her, I like wrote her a little letter about how much of a positive impact Bee and Puppy Cat has been on like my love for like art and my life, and drew her a little fan art, and she's so sweet. She's so sweet. And then she was like, give me your VTuber account, and I was like, give me your VTuber handle. And then she followed me on Instagram, and I was like, so now I'm oomphs with one of my favorite show creators, Bee and Puppy Cat. It's my holy trinity is Bee and Puppy Cat, Steven Universe, and Adventure Time. And whichever one is my favorite kind of juggles based off of what I remember about all of them. And then I rewatch it. Whichever one I rewatched obviously gets a little bit of a recency bias. But those 3 series are just all really special to me. You mentioned me to her and she remembers you. You mentioned me. No, I'm trying to play it cool. I'm not trying to be like Neo. I want to say, 1, that is really, really sweet of you to mention me when you're meeting a cool creator at Comic-Con, but 2, I have no expectations to be remembered in anyone's memory bank. But that makes me feel a little bit shy. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that you had so much fun meeting her, and she is really such a sweetheart. She is so darling. Sometimes I nap with you on my TV. Really? Do you have future collabs you want to do with other VCrafters? Yeah, I do. I definitely think there will be things to come. But definitely, I don't want to be like, this is upcoming and this is upcoming because 1, spoilers. Just kidding. But I think when it comes to VCraft collabs, I'm always super open to them. I think a lot of us are really, really busy. The main thing is someone needs to organize the collab. One of these VTubers needs to do the planning and needs to gather up everyone's schedules, or like make the little when to meet for all of us to fill out. And that takes initiative. And it's not that I don't have that initiative, but for instance, it's like I'm preparing for my 3-year anniversary and like other projects. I'm still thinking like my 3-year anniversary, we're just gonna have a stream and I'm gonna try and, I do have like 1 thing to show you at least. Maybe more than 1 thing, it's a secret. But in the past I've tried to do like a lot, I think, for every anniversary, every birthday, but I'm trying to just like work on my projects to a point where it's like, I want to just make everything to the quality and the standard that I want and still have like a very consistent amount of cool stuff for you guys. So I'll do my best, but we'll definitely spend time together for my anniversary. And there's the Idol Fest, my first performance at an event, at US Idol Fest. That's literally the day, like that's literally the weekend after my anniversary. So I think that's really special too, that those milestones are like lining up. Because honestly, it's like a really, I wasn't sure if it would be something within my control, but it was definitely on my bucket list, like my VTubing bucket list, that someday I wanted to perform or guest in some capacity at a con. And the fact that that's happening for the first time is really, really cool. And I hope that it'll be the first of many, you know what I mean? Like I have such, I don't know, I get really nervous thinking about it, but I'm just like, I want to do my best and see in the future, you know, like I'll always try and like apply for opportunities like that to come and perform places and meet some of you guys. So yeah. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for being so happy for me. I've literally never felt more jealous of US. Oh, right. I think you were sleeping, but I haven't gotten to post it officially. I will announce in the Discord and make a post about it, but I've gotten permissions to record my set list. So I can record my set list and we will, like, I'll be able to share it with you guys. Virtually. But it'll probably have to be the week after. But I want to be there in person. I know you do. You are. You guys are all listen, regardless, because everyone has their own, you know, their own lives and their own schedules. The flower friends that are there, I trust that they'll have you guys in their thoughts with them. Like, they're gonna be representing. They'll represent. But yeah, I want to be there in person too, grr. But it's okay. We can do a YouTube premiere, and you guys can cheer me on there, and I will still get all of your. I still, you know. I really do feel all of the love and the cheers from you guys, and I'm so so flabbergasted by it all the time. In spirit. Yeah, that's what counts though, you know? Like I'm so happy that we get to spend time together on stream, and I'm so happy that I became I became an idol too, and started putting more of myself out there to like practice dancing again. And I want to get better at singing. Shake those light sticks hard. Solemn's like, I got you. Yeah, we got a Wota in here. He's gonna pull up with his like light stick belt. That I got to look at it before. It's like those the lights that you crack, but they have like UOs, ultra oranges. They're the light sticks that are super bright orange, but they only glow super bright for a short amount of time, so they're reserved for special occasions. And I in a jokingly very narcissistic fashion go, oh my gosh, they're orange. Oh my goodness, what was that laugh? That was like a different register. I just secretly get like a little happy, and I like rub my hands together, and I'm like, I'm so glad that UOs are orange. That is so cute. That is so cute. And then I've seen people drop UOs into like beers for like a kanpai. And then when people do wotoge with like UOs, and I'm like, it's orange. I love orange. It's such a happy color. It's warm, okay? They made them for you decades ago. Exactly. Before my very conception, they knew that someday there was gonna be some orange bread girl that wanted to become an idol, and they were like, yeah, let's just make them orange for her. Can you imagine? No. UOs are for everyone. It's cute that UOs can be used like universally for everyone, right? Regardless of your Oshi's color. I just love how bright they glow, and it's so fun that people crack them and like you hear the sound and go ham. It's so fun. But now they also make the electronic kind, which is the kinds I saw Solemn had, where you crack it, but it's like motion sense or something. So it's like a UO, but it lasts longer, and they're like cool technology, so you can have different colors. Finally, an orange truther. I love you for that. Yes, orange truther. That's me. It's funny, I didn't like orange as much as I do now. It was really VTubing that brought me onto the orange. Brought me onto the orange loving. It's funny though, having designed myself using so much orange, you would think that I loved orange before deciding to stream, but not the case actually. I like pink. I bet you did not expect that. But I like pink, and I like green, and I like white colors, or like pink and green and cream colors. And I also, I guess if we're talking fashion, I really like denim, but not denim on denim. I just really like denim skirt with like a nice comfy top. Yeah, I have a very simple style. I love spring pastels. Pastels are so soft and fluffy. Very big fan of like very pale pink and very sage green. You're converting me real time. I think I love orange now. Yeah, I'm spreading orange propaganda. Truthfully, I almost said in truth and I caught myself. I truly, oh no. I almost just went in truth, and then we would have dived right back into VCraft chatting. Nothing wrong with that. But Rise Orange lovers, yeah, I love autumn colors. Autumn is kind of the best season for most things. Autumn has the best flavored drinks. Autumn has apples, and apple flavor stuff is the best. autumn, you can think about like pies and sweaters. Autumn fashion is great because it's like not too cold. And sometimes it's a little warm out, so you can like still wear like your cute skirts. You can get the wool on. Oh my gosh, I love it. Autumn fashion is just my whole shtick. Oh yeah. You know what? I'll even go change right now. You guys are like, Mintmai, you're like 2 hours into the stream. What do you mean you'll change right now? Autumn fashion, guys. Autumn fashion. Okay, so I went through the bottom of the screen, so you'll never expect where I'm gonna come out from now. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hello! Look at my autumn fashion! Yeah! Yeah! Let's see. I've been liking my donut braids a lot. I have my classic hairstyle. Yeah! Exactly. Exactly. Actually, it's been a long time. I mentioned maybe a few streams ago that a policy for Mintmai outfits is there must be a flower friend somewhere, and there must be a pretzel somewhere, and there is no pretzel on this outfit.
Wah wah.
But there is. There is. Wah wah! Wah! Thank you, Knife for 18 months. I really appreciate it. What? Wah wah? Like water? 11 out of 10 outfit. This, you know, it's hard for me to be biased for my own outfits. It's hard, but this was the first alternate outfit I ever designed and debuted, and so it's very special to me. Very special to my heart. Takes fan art notes? Oh, you don't have to take notes. I got you. I got you. I'm an artist too, so I start to vibrate when... I start to quake in my boots when I can't find a reference. I have an official website, and it has everything you need to know on it. And I even have a fan policy, and it's like a lot of writing, but like if you have any questions, you can always ask me. I just figured writing a more detailed policy is even more, I guess, more useful than writing a vague one. But honestly, I'm very flexible with everything. It's just, I prefer, for me at least, I don't want to see NSFW of myself. If you do, just, you know, you can keep it privately, or you can like block me on Twitter. People do that, right? I personally just don't want to see like full-on NSFW of myself. I like bikini art though. If you draw me in like a cute, in like a cute spicy pose or outfit, I have no problem with that. I just don't want to see like straight up like Rule 34 Mintmai. not on my timeline. That is just my preference. And then for shipping stuff, I think I didn't write this specifically in the fan policy, but for shipping stuff, I just like never want to make my friends uncomfortable. So like shipping me with my friend is okay as long as we have both clarified that it is okay to ship us with each other. And I mean, I guess if you want to do any unrelated shipping or Yume shipping, you can as well, just not in like the official art tags. Yeah. And I do think if you ship me with my friends, like for instance, Forever Bright is a ship, Fairy Bread is a ship, like we have our own tags as well. Or you can make one yourself too, like you can like hashtag it as like the ship name. Yeah, I think like tasteful is a subjective word though, right? As far as like tasteful nudity, even according to Twitch. It's very subjective, and so I feel like the easier guideline is like no straight up beep of no straight up beep 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 in my official art tags. But like you should see what I draw of myself, because I tend to sometimes, you know, I tend to have fun. Like I really like lingerie design actually, so you know, I'm into it, but I think the main reason for me is because I feel like it doesn't really feel like myself if I see something like that. And so I feel like if I'm encourage it in some way, like the very like art-teen stuff, I don't think it's reflective of my, I guess, my personality and my preference at least. So I really appreciate you guys for respecting that. That's just me though. I feel like artistic expression is super important and whatnot, but I think for me, because I designed my own OC and we are one and the same. It's like harder to separate. Yeah. It's not that I can't, but I just like, I don't know. My design is my baby. Pull up the strip challenge tweets. I was actually going to find it for you guys. I'll share it so that we can fill everyone in on this ancient Mintmai lore. I will even pull up the tweet. Don't even worry, oomph. This is artwork that I drew of myself and my mom texted me. And you know what, she saw it? She doesn't have a Twitter, but like she sees things sometimes. She just like saw it on like, cause like I think if you like tweet your art or something, it goes on Google Images still. But my mom saw this artwork that I did of myself, because I did like a strip game. It doesn't go all, you know, it was for like a subathon goal, and it doesn't go all the way. It's just, you know, I get changed into jammies at the end. That's what happens. But don't pay attention to the number of bookmarks. What, are all 18 of them you and your alt accounts? But yeah, I drew this, and then my mom sent me a message, and she was like, "Hello, my youngest daughter. Did you draw this yourself?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "I didn't know that you were so good at drawing that." And I was like, "I don't think I needed you to know." I was like, I don't think I meant for you to see that when I told you that I became a VTuber and I showed you one of my cover songs. I didn't think that you would accidentally stumble upon that someday because you were searching Mintmai into Google to see, you know, what I had like eaten for lunch. So she looked at that artwork, a little bit of spicy artwork of just like, you know, everything's covered, but I have enjoyment in like, to me, I like art that can be cute and sexy at the same time, you know? I tend to draw a lot more art that is just cute, but I like art that's a little sexy too. That's crazy. Yeah, and my mom was like, yeah. It's like the first time I showed my mom my VTuber model. Or when I first showed her, you know, my form, my 2D form. She was like, She was like, "They're buffer." And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean they're buffer? I'm just drawing what I find cute, and you know, that does. And she was like, "Okay." She's so funny. Oh, but look, this is the shirt as well. I pulled up the toggle for you guys for my autumn fashion. Oh, I have like a little, yeah, the pretzel. Yeah, the pretzel goes on here, but I typically have the window because I just think it looks so cute. However, I think the embroidered version of the shirt is also really cuteful, and I really like it. And it's in the reference sheet too, but I like that I put the little wheat borders on it. Here, I can zoom in. Do you like my little emblem? Now I feel like I go to like a baker academy. It'd be so funny if it's just like, "Mintmai, your mom is here watching the stream," and I'm like, "Okay." Window? No window. Window? No window. It's not even a toggle that's there to cover up. It's because it's cute. I have a shirt like that IRL actually, but mine has a coffee latte. Wait, that's really cute. I've seen some shirts with like the latte art embroidery. I like those. I feel like it's adorable. Maybe one day I even want to have a shirt that like has this embroidery on it, like a t-shirt with this emblem. Mintmai Baker Academy Slice of Life when? Mintmai University AU, guys! Yes! Yes to the shirt! Oh my gosh. Oh yes, I had something I really wanted to bring up as well. I should probably make an actual Twitter post about this and a Discord announcement. I asked for permission already, but... It is merch related. It is merch related talk. Let me find it though. Because there is a form. I retweeted it, but I wanted to share it. But Altair was sharing the little bit of an interest check. Actually, I'll just retweet it right now too. In case anyone gets post notifs. But look! Flower Friend fan-made merch! That's oomph! It's oomph! Flower Friend fan-made merch. They're currently, I think... Hold on, I haven't filled out the interest check yet. Oh my gosh, it's titled Awesome Interest Check. I want everything. Are you interested in buying? Yes, very likely. All of them. And then I'm putting in my my email. My business email. Any additional comments? Thank you! Okay. Submit. The carabiner I need. Me too. I want to put my little like fan merch Mintmai charms on there. Isn't that so cool? Oomph is making Mintmai fan merch. I'm so honored. Thank you for sharing. Their designs look so good. I will, you know, I try not to spam you guys with a lot of pings. Although maybe I just will. Maybe I will. That is one other thing that VCraft has done to me. In case in case it has gone unnoticed, VCraft actually it's made me tweet more without thinking. Cause I think I used to worry that I was like blowing up people's phones because I knew like at least 2 of you had me on post notifs and I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to bother anyone. But I've literally started posting so much. Just like whatever I'm thinking about. I'm feeling better about just sending it out into the wild. Hi, that's me. Yeah, so Rye's phone has been really warm lately because I'm tweeting more often. Or I'm thinking less before I tweet. Only 2? I have no idea. I have no way of knowing. Never stop tweeting, queen. I love seeing you on the TL oomph. Thank you guys. I think I just haven't ever used Twitter so much before, and so I was like, what if I'm being really annoying if I tweet about my lunch? I'm glad you guys don't mind me having me all over your feed. Yes, I will go ahead and continue to flood it then. What's thinking? I overthink too much. I'm starting today. I'm stopping overthinking. Easier said than done. But I've been actively trying to combat it and being like, you know what, Mintmai, everything's okay. It's gotta be okay. Not everything has to be, you know, not every picture has to be aesthetically curated. Not every tweet has to have meaning or reason or rhyme. I just want to be myself. And I always have been, but I guess, you know, I get less and less shy with each day. Less thinking, more tweeting. Exactly. It's like when you're overthinking a drawing, you're like working on a drawing. You have to just think less and let your arm move, you know? Yippee! Tweet more, share more with us. Yippee! Mintmai on the timeline. Girl, I have notice on because I want to be bothered by you. That is so cute. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, super awesome graphic presented by Altair. Thank you so much, Altair, aka I know you have multiple accounts, but Bifler Club in this case. Thank you so much for... How did you design all of this so fast? Here's the thing, I draw a lot of my own merch too. How do you design all of this so fast? Like your brain just went ideas and then boom. I must say that I think the sticker deco sheet is so cool because I do top loader deco, but I know you also mentioned that you don't have a Cricut. You know who has a Cricut? I do. No, but I think there are definitely manufacturers that make like glittery sticker sheets too, or sticker sheets with clear backings. Like honestly, what I found out in my 2 years in my 2 years of making my own merch, I've learned that you can pretty much make everything under the sun as long as you have the budget and the creativity to do so. You can make so much. It's just, you know, some things are harder than others, but it's like the world is your oyster. I have the small Cricut Joy. I have a Cricut, and that's what I use to make the sticker sheets and the stickers that are in my store. I just cut them at home. Late to the convo, but I love seeing you everywhere on my TL. Never late. You're fashionably late, oomph. Don't even worry about it. I love seeing you guys on my timeline too. Or I love seeing you guys in my mentions. I'm always just like, oh my goodness. It's definitely I just get selfish, like, oh my goodness, wow. I want to wish you guys a good morning, and then I see all the good mornings and I'm like, wow, good morning, I hope everyone has a good morning. It's just very cute. I typically, you know, throw good Mintmai morning out there, and then I start working or I eat a snack, and then when I check Twitter I'm like, oh, good morning to all of these peeps. It's always been like that since I started doing daily good Mintmai mornings. I used to only... Good Mintmai morning started because I did a morning stream, I think once, and I was like, it's a Mintmai morning. I love alliteration. And then somewhere along the line, I stopped exclusively tweeting good Mintmai morning when I had a morning stream, and I just did it every day instead. It's become a very fun habit. Heading out now since it's late here. Good night, chat and Mintoom. This was such a fun time. I'm glad, Ness. Thank you for hanging out. Me saying good morning when it's midnight, I'm like, simple plan, bro. Raya's like, opens the window. It's like pitch dark outside. Raya closes the window. Whatever time my Oshi says it is, it is. It is now morning, and I'm gonna have a great day. Oh man, yeah, some of our time zones are flipped. Worldwide bakery. We got flower friends from far places. Exactly. Yeah. A dark outside? Stars are out? The moon is out? Well, my Oshi says the sunset is looking lovely right now, so that's what's happening. That's how I am too. But yeah, I wanna just like appreciate and oogle over Altair's graphic. Look at that plush pin. I like plushy pins. I have 2 Mintmai ones right now that were fan merch from Jin and Yoon, but like I want a 3rd one. they're also edible, and I get to put them, I get to collect them and put them somewhere. I think like it would be really fun one day if I had a pin board, because for now I do have a board of a bunch of Mintmai fan merch, but it would be fun one day if I had like a fabric banner, and I just eventually collected like 1 different Mintmai cam badge and just had a lineup of them. It would be like chainmail, mini chainmail. And then the carabiner, I think. Why does it say 14 USD Sorgi? Why are you apologizing? I know how much this stuff costs to make and how much time. Never apologize. I feel like it's so cute. I like that it's a bread clip. And it says best before April 27th. I thought that was really funny because my birthday is April 26th, right? And so intentional or not, the fact that this carabiner says April 27th, imagine it's like I'm born April 26th and then immediately expire April 27th. So it's like, have the bread while it's fresh. Or it's like a whole year from then. I don't know. I thought that was really cute and silly. And then the sticky notes, to-do list. Yeah, I need that. I think I would need the sticky note, and then I'd probably go through the whole stack really fast because I use to do sticky notes like drinking water. They are just in and out, and I stick them. I also use digital sticky notes app, but it's honestly not as effective as having like a piece of paper with your handwriting on it. Somehow once you write something down like analog and you stick it on your monitor, it suddenly becomes more serious. You know what I mean? It's different from just having a document or a spreadsheet or like a list to check off that's just like also on your PC. I like physical sticky notes and I can like peel them off. It's like that one Nichijou segment where the date of expiration got half eaten. We'll never know whether Mintmai expires or not. Exactly. Now, I'll never expire, not me. Fresh bread forever. Physical writing is also associated with better memory retention. Exactly. That's why they made us, you know, that's why they make you write stuff on paper still, like serious stuff. Now that I have a bread sponge, I need Mintmai bakery themed kitchen utensils. Technically, aren't kitchen utensils already like bakery themed? Although there are some really cute bread themed stuff. They sell really cute spatulas out there that have like print on them. Oh, and like oven mitts with like a cute pattern. Oh my gosh. I can't get into kitchen stuff, guys. My kitchen is not large enough. But it has to be you. It had to be you. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh, you're trying to Mintmaify your kitchen? I can help you with that. Teleports to your kitchen. There we go, all done. Stands in your kitchen like this. Pretty on theme, eh? Also, this acrylic clip. I think the one thing I haven't talked about yet is the acrylic clip. It's so cute. It's so cute. I've never made acrylic clip merch or even owned acrylic clip merch, but I have like a clip, a rubber clip of Miffy that's like similar style, and those are quite useful. How many aprons do you have? 3. Oh, one of your office jobs explicitly banned us from putting stickies on our monitors. Is it because they fly off and they kind of litter places? I guess in an office environment, it's different from like a home office. Momo, thank you so much for the raid. You're so sweet, Momo. I hope you're doing absolutely lovely. Guys, please check out Momo. Thank you for the raid on Twitch. I really, really appreciate it. Whenever I see your design, I'm like, ah, so warm, so cute. Thank you. But yes, once more, thank you so much, Altair, for coming up with such a cool lineup of fan merch. If you guys are curious about that again, there's an interest check. So I think it'd be helpful for them if they could actually gauge how many people are interested in picking up these things. So yeah, if you really want to pick one up and support a fellow flower friend, that will be there for you. I'll share it in the Discord soon, but I just retweeted it. Oh, it's usually because it's a security issue. Oh, I see, Solemn. They don't want people going like username, password on their sticky notes. I think that like, at least at home, I know my parents or aunts and uncles, I've seen that. Like the home Wi-Fi and password is on a really crumply sticky note that is on the fridge. Just out there. Bum, 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 bum. I have to see in terms of shipping. I wonder if flower friends that are very far can do that thing where you like order it together. Of course, amongst, you know, your trusted friends, but I at least know for EU flower friends.
Glad that you're back.
Crunch and Kyle are buds over in the EU, and so they can at least group together their things when necessary to save on that international shipping. Hope you had a good trip. Glad that you're back, Mintmai. I am back and I had a lovely time, Winborn. Thank you for 18 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. I really appreciate your support. But my trip was lovely. I mean, what else did I do? I have some photos. I ate a lot of home-cooked food. I got to pet my cousin's cat. Or not my... I'm the one with cats. I got to pet my cousin's dogs. Celebrate my mom's birthday. Oh, I even flew a kite. It's been years since I've flown a kite. But I went with my family and there's like one day it was kind of windy and there's this park that people like to fly kites at. And so I got to fly, like my parents kept this really old kite that I've had since I was like a kid too. And then we ate like really good Korean food for my mom's like birthday lunch. That was before the Costco hot dogs. We had some really good Korean food. And when they found out it was her birthday, they brought out like a choco pie with the candle in it. It was so wonderful. A kite. Yeah, I had this kite when I was a kid. And like when me and my sister were kids, we would like flow that kite. And my parents like to keep literally everything. It's a good thing. But yeah, they keep a lot of stuff. And so they had it still just like in the closet. And they're like, oh, you guys want to go and take the kites out? I was like, this is so awesome. This is so wonderful. Choco pies are so nostalgic. I agree. Choco pies, they just remind me of airplanes actually. Because when I was younger and I would need to fly internationally to see family overseas, a lot of airlines that fly to Asia have choco pies as the snack. Because I guess it's like how... I don't remember which airline it is. There's one airline in like the US that has Biscoff. They've got like a... They have like Biscoffs that they hand out. But for some airlines that are like flying to certain parts of East Asia, like a lot of them have choco pies. And when I was a little kid, I would like always ask the flight attendant for more. And because I was like a small kid, they'd be like, oh, of course you can have another choco pie. And it was so wonderful. It's that marshmallow in the middle. The marshmallow in the middle does so much. And I like that the outside, the chocolate is not super thick. The chocolate coating is like just thin enough for it to not be too sweet. I would say if you ate a lot of them, it would feel sickly sweet still, but they're just like fluffy and the biscuit is like crumbly. You get all like the crumbs on your lap. It's like the Nature Valley bars I used to eat too. You eat it and it's just like, it can't help but just rain all over you. I want a choco pie now, they're so good. I have gluten intolerance, so I can't have them though. Ah, parasite. I wonder if there's like ones that could be like home. You know what? There's recipes for homemade choco pies. I don't know if gluten-free ones would be possible the same way. Hold on. There's gotta be. Well, I'm getting recipes for gluten-free chocolate pies, but not specifically choco pies. But there are recipes for like homemade choco pies. I don't know if you just use like gluten. Is gluten-free flour a thing or I'm not very knowledgeable on it. I know there's gluten-free stuff. There is gluten-free flour, yes. I was gonna say, is there gluten-free flour or is that like very contradictive of itself? Because flour... Gluten-free flour is a thing. I love technology, you guys. I love that there's so many food alternatives because it's like, yeah, you should be able to just pick what you eat. If you have the chance, you should just pick what you eat. Oh my gosh, look at that flower friend. Latte art. Oh yes, there's rice flour, like for mochi and other ones as well. Technology, yippee! Yes! You know what I'm sad about? So I don't shop at Whole Foods, but there is one thing that I'm mourning from Whole Foods. They have a hot food bar at Whole Foods, and I used to like take a peek at what flavors of soup that they would have. When I would pass a Whole Foods, I'd be like, I wonder what soups they have. I wonder what like fun, interesting snacks they have. But they used to have these like vegetarian or vegan like fried fish nuggets. Whole Foods hot bar mentioned, my wallet is crying. I have gotten Whole Foods hot bar food before. because you pay by weight and because I like their macaroni, it's never worth it for me. So I just don't, I never let myself even think of their hot bar macaroni because all of the heavy items are really tasty. And they charge by weight. So I'm like, you know what? I will just get a macaroni and cheese from like anywhere else, literally. I can't do. I'm not in the right audience to be eating out of the Whole Foods hot food bar. It's so good though. Yeah, it's like a little treat. I think in the past, I haven't been for a really long time, but in the past, I like their soups. And like their soups, they actually just go by size. And so I'm like, I'll treat myself to a soup. And then I'll look at the hot bar and I'm like, well, a soup and some hot bar food sound really good about now. But one time I got a box of food and it was like $22. Well, to be fair, I did pack it like quite a lot. I really filled it, so that's my bad. I just got a very, you know, gluttonous with the delicious decadent pastas. I just wanted some mac and cheese with the chicken strips, but like fancy mac and cheese with chicken strips. The price to pog is extremely heavy, exactly. Not doing that again. I should avoid the heavy foods there. Why is the rotisserie chicken the worst out of all grocery stores? Dude, rotisserie chicken you gotta get from Costco. But then at Costco is membership. The key is if you have housemates, just one person needs a Costco membership and then your whole house is good. That's how I've always done it. One person has a Costco membership and then you Venmo them. So, or if you don't have Venmo, like basically you just split the cost of the Costco membership, but it's under one person's name. And then you just go together and Costco. Amazing. If you're in the States. Although rotisserie chickens, I like just pick them up from, you know, any grocery store. But yeah, not in the right tax bracket to get $22 for a box of mac and cheese and chicken strips. But it was so good. Costco is stricter in other parts of the world. It's crazy. Stricter? Like, do you mean like everyone that enters needs a membership? Well, in that case, then you just have one person, you know. I mean, it's more fun to go to grocery stores together with friends though. But when it comes to Costco membership, if like everyone has to have one, I don't know. I guess I would just send one person in. Everyone else wait on the car. In Hawaii, you have to get your own membership. Can't use one per household. But like, what if you just go alone? What's stopping you? Like, let's say that you're in a family, right? What's stopping just like one person in the family, like a parent, just drives to Costco themselves and do all the shopping and then come back? That is really specific. I'm lactose intolerant, but I still eat tons of mac and cheese with bacon bits. That sounds like every lactose intolerant person I've ever met. I'm lactose intolerant, but I'll still eat a whole carton of ice cream. And I'll deal with it later. Or they just take Lactaid and they're just like, I'm actually not lactose intolerant. It's a mindset. I'm quoting people I've met. True. Yeah. And I'm like, isn't lactose intolerant? Doesn't that mean that you literally can't tolerate the lactose? And yet you're just kind of like, oh well. Ice cream yummy. Mmm. Ice cream so good. It's been forever since I've seen those. Mmm. Ice cream so good. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy in my tummy. Man. I remember like Costco is like different in every part of the world. I'm still sad that they got rid of their churros. I won't forgive them. They replaced the churros with these like thick chocolate chunk cookies. And maybe that's great for the chocolate chip cookie lovers, but like, I don't know about you guys. You can get chocolate chip cookies most places of varying quality, but you can't always get churros from like a grocery store. But Costco used to be the place that I could get like a big churro for like $1. Can you guys tell that I really like cinnamon sugar flavored stuff? I really like snickerdoodles. I like churros. I love the sugary, like, oh. What, now I have to go to Disneyland and like pay like $300 or however much it costs now to get a good churro? A single tear rolls down my cheek. Truly not, you know, these are problems that are not real problems to have. It's just me. The Costco churro, a forgotten classic. Forgotten? They literally only changed out like last year. I still miss the combo pizza at Costco. Do they not have the combo pizza anymore? What? Do they not? Wait, I thought they still had combo pizza. Don't tell me this is how I find out. God, Costco. Costco, say it isn't so. Maybe it's regional? They might have gotten rid of it. Apparently it's available outside the US, but maybe it's literally just because, like, the ingredients, like the veggies that go on it, maybe it's like, they always say, you know, like the ingredients are getting more expensive. But I'm like, what if you just increase the price of the pizza? I know some people would still get it as a treat sometimes, but maybe it just wasn't worth it for them, for the business. No! No! Oh my gosh! I haven't even had Costco pizza in forever. It's my fault for not supporting the combo pizzas while they're still there. I always get the chicken bake, actually. I like it. I like that it's like milky and like cheesy and creamy. But I would always get a chicken bake and maybe sometimes a hot dog, but I always, you know, the chicken bake is more decadent. A friend of mine told me it didn't sell as well as the cheese and pepperoni. Why don't people like vegetables on their pizza? Why? I think I go to sleep at night and I like dream about the pizza my friends brought me to eat in New York. My friend Oogie, who goes to New York more. Oogie is a nickname, by the way. Their name is Rookie, but to me they're Ooh. Their name just keeps getting shorter. But like vegetables on pizza, they like add something. Like, you don't like onions on your pizza? Artichoke on pizza is like my favorite topping. I want a pizza that has like the artichoke hearts, like the canned artichoke. And then I want like onions and like ham and like dollops of cheese and red sauce. What kind of pizza do you like the best? Answer, the only correct answer is tavern cut. I don't think I've heard that term before. What's tavern cut pizza? I've just had the displeasure of finding out. I'm just kidding. I tease. I will say I like tavern cut if it's flatbread. But if it's like a square, if the pizza is baked square, then it's fine. This is tavern cut pizza. I don't know how I feel about this. I like this if this is flatbread. This is appropriate for flatbread. But I think I would have a problem with this because the pieces in the middle, my hands would be touching like the hot sauce and the cheese. I'm a pizza crust lover. I want crust like on every slice. I want to look forward to eating the crust at the end of every slice. So I want to hold it by the crust so my hands don't burn on like the hot sauce and the, you know, the cheese. Hot take, use a fork. I haven't considered using a fork to eat pizza. I guess if the squares are cut small enough and it's at a party, I will let this slide. I don't think it's egregious. I don't think this is a food sin at all. It still looks very tasty. But I personally mourn getting a little bit of crust in every slice. And also look at that corner on the bottom left. Like that's not even that's not even pizza. That is a little piece of crust with a little cheese on it, and then all of the pieces in the middle have no crust. There's no balance here. No balance. If the pizza is baked square, then it's fine, right? Like if they roll out the dough into a rectangle, that is more acceptable. You're meant to eat it on a napkin in your hand, but then like the pizza oil like soaks through the napkin and then it gets on your hands and then your hands are shiny. And then you like keep feeling like the oil on your fingertips for the rest of the party, and then you pick up like your little plastic cup to get some apple cider and some ice, and then your oily fingerprints are now getting all over your cup. So even after you wash your hands and you go back to pick up the cup because you want another sip of your apple cider, you're like, oh my gosh, my hands are oily again. I could keep going. Trust me when I say I could keep going. Do you want to have oily fingers? I would be mad if I got that corner cut, right? Especially if it's at a party and it's like first person to the pizza gets the best slices. I feel like it's more fair if they're just, you know, cut more like a traditional pizza, like the star. Because what if you have it cut tavern style and then everyone gets the centerpieces if they like the center with the cheese or the ones with the crust, and then the last 4 people, they just get like a tiny corner of crust and nothing else. Wow, I didn't even know this was called tavern cut. Wow. Also, if you guys want to debate like thick crust or thin crust pizza, I like both. I like both a lot. It just depends on the toppings. I'm also a Hawaiian pizza defender. I don't know why they call it Hawaiian pizza, but I am a canned pineapple and ham pizza defender. I don't think it originates in Hawaii at all, which is why I'm like, why is it called Hawaiian pizza? Because pineapples are good in Hawaii? Thick crust any day. I like thick crust or like normal crust if I eat it to the end and the crust is really good. And then I like dipping the crust. I'm also a ranch defender. I am a very strong ranch defender. Chicken nuggets, I want ranch. I will dip my fries in ranch. I don't even get to eat that much ranch. I just think it's such a nice treat. Oh my gosh. Not Pen waking up as soon as I said ranch. I'm not gonna talk to I'm not gonna talk to you about ranch, Pen. You drink ranch. I eat my fries with strawberry jam. Oh. I like the fries dipped in milkshake sometimes when I'm craving something sweet. I've never tried jam though. Strawberry jam and fries. Oh, also soggy fries or crispy fries? I'm also a bit of a soggy fry defender. I don't want them to get soggy because of the ketchup. I want the fries to already be like a little bit soggy. Like if you've ever had like In-N-Out before, I kind of like if I can pick it up and it's like a little bit soft. It has a bit of a bend to it. But crispy fries are very delicious and decadent, but depends on what I'm in the mood for. Soggy is fine if it's like loaded fries with melted cheese. I don't know why I like soggy fries so much. They're just like, they're tasty. You're a mustard person if it comes to chicken tenders? I really disliked mustard as a kid. You know how your taste buds like change with the years? One of the things I've come around to really like that I did not love as a kid, it's mustard. Okay, wait, consider crispy, crispy like tips of the fries, but like a soggy middle. Yeah, I like those too. Dude, yeah, sometimes it depends on how soggy it is. Like, I don't want the fries to be like super floppy, but just a little bit soggy. I don't want the fries to be too well done because then they're just like crunchy and then it's like, it's not what I want in a fry. I want to feel a bit of the potato. Give me the starch. The only thing that changed for me was spice tolerance. I think for me, it's like I also thought avocados tasted really bad when my dad let me try a little bit of it. Like in sandwich, I had it in a sandwich before as a kid. Really did not like avocados, but now I love avocados. They're yummy. I do think that your taste buds do change a little bit over the years. It's like that idea that every seven years, most of your cells have regenerated or like split, and then the old cell, like they rotate out. They rotate out. Is that kind of cool? Depends on the avocado type. I guess I don't really know the difference between types. It just needs to be like a good ripeness, so it won't taste bitter. My opinion, if you eat avocados before they're ripe enough, they taste like tap water. They taste exactly like how tap water smells. If you've ever tasted a little bit or smelled a bit of like tap water straight out of the kitchen sink. I think that underripe avocados taste exactly like what I think tap water smells like. That was me and mashed potatoes. I think it was less a taste thing and more of a texture thing, but I grew out of it pretty quickly. Yeah, I do think mustard grew on me. Like, I like a little bit of mustard. And I used to not like horseradish either. Especially, you know, I'm thinking about hot dogs again. No horseradish for me, but now that I think about it, I'm like, ooh, maybe I do like horseradish and mustard now. Avocados alone taste very savory to me. Avocados alone taste really bitter to me, actually. Or not too bitter, but like there's a little bit of a bitterness. But I started liking it. Of course, I always add salt and other ingredients. Oh, you love wasabi peas. Oh. You know how sometimes wasabi peas, they come in like those mixed bags with like other little snacks? Like rice crackers? I like everything else. What are those called? I'm just gonna search up assorted Japanese rice crackers, because that's where I get them. Oh, I already found an image. Perfect. Perfect. Let me see. Like these. These right here. I feel like I really like these ones. Hold on, let me... I really like these round dark red ones. They kind of taste like soy sauce and like sweet peanuts. Like it's like a peanut inside and it's like kind of like sweet and soy sauce like. And then I also like this one, which is similar to the other one I like a lot, but a slightly different coating. And then I also like I like these ones too, like the classic the little seaweed wrapped around the soy sauce cracker. I used to get bags of just this in college and like snack on them. Oh, I have heard of people having avocados with sweetened condensed milk. Do I like senbei? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. That's exactly what I was talking about. I love senbei. I like that's the rice crackers. Yeah, I like the ones with the seaweed the most. Those are so good. I often just get the ones with the nuts. I'm glad they come in like variety packs. I also like the shrimp chips that come with them. They're usually like white and you can see the little flakes of like shrimp in them. They're so salty and like umami. I love that flavor. That was a go-to snack growing up. And even now, I'll get them if I see them. I'll get them occasionally as a treat. Me and Twin again, that's crazy. The seaweed wrapped ones are so good. Yeah! Me and Twin! Oh, do you guys eat the fish as well? Sometimes they come with the dried little fish, right? The anchovies. I actually don't really like those, but I'll still eat them. No food waste. But when I was little, I would give them all to my mom. My mom really likes them. But once my mom gave it to a coworker that didn't know anything about these types of snacks. and her coworker was like, Mint Mom, the fish is looking at me. What do you mean this is a chip? Shrimp chips, the nostalgia just hits. Yeah, and there's the shrimp chips that aren't even like the flat ones. They're the shrimp chips that are they're kind of like the wavy sticks. You know what I'm talking about? They're just like shrimp flavored chips. They're like fries. I like those. Granny, oh my god, I miss you. Liliana, hello. I am back. Oh yeah, there's literally the Calbee shrimp chips baked. They're wheat snacks. Yeah. So many different shrimp chips. All good though. No such thing as a bad shrimp chip. You wouldn't catch me. You wouldn't catch me smack talking a shrimp chip. No, no. Yeah. Man, we've just been talking about all kinds of miscellaneous things today. I think I've mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. It's mostly that US Idol Fest at the end of the month and the very beginning of November has me extremely excited. I'll do my best. Ooh, wait. I guess there was more stuff I wanted to yap about, if you don't mind. Lettuce, lettuce, tomato, cheese. Lettuce. Look at the schedule together. Can we do that? Yes. Yes, we can. I'll gladly hear you yap. Oh, I've had so much fun hanging out with everyone again, chit-chatting again. Thank you guys. Schedule. Okay. Let's scoot over here. Dun dun dun. You know, as always, I'm working on a bunch of stuff in the background. I'm cooking things. But here's the schedule for the week. We've got some games that I started in the past, but want to continue. Date everything. Because I keep fumbling. I keep fumbling everyone I'm interested in. And I have to stop doing that. Let me see. Let me do it like this so we can all see very clearly. I will become smaller. Still love that art so much. Me too. Thank you. Thank you so much for the fan art. The fan art this week is by Ms. Mao Mao. Please give them lots and lots and lots of love. I thought that there were two versions of the art, right? And I have both of them saved, of course. But I just felt like the one with the flower friend photo bombing me is so us. Here, I was able to stalk their Twitter profile in time to do this. That flower friend has long ears, Nagai. Well, that's how I originally drew them too. It's also because you guys are moving so fast, and you know, the longer ears you have, the more you have to hear me with. Oh my god, Date Everything. The first time I played Date Everything, I streamed really overtime, like usually how long I allow myself to go. I streamed overtime, and then I rated Maya, who I love so much, but she was like, girl, what? You streamed so much later than normal. You were flirting. I was like, I was trying to... It's not an excuse, but I was trying to see as many of the character designs as possible. And then I realized that if you do that, that you barely progress in the game because you're not going back to the same datables. But I was also super interested in No, I'm Not Human, so that's later in the week. Date Everything's on Thursday. I've already fumbled like 3 gorgeous women at this point. I said I'll try not to fumble for a third time because it's like my third Date Everything stream. But it's actually trying not to fumble for like a 4th time. Because there are at least 3 gorgeous women I can list off the top of my head that I fumbled. Like I chose the wrong option and then they like ended the conversation with me. And then I got friend zoned by one of my favorites. But it's okay. It's okay. There's Mateo, the soft blanket boy who's very sweet and has the sweet animals, and I think he's really lovely, so we're gonna try and see how that route goes. My sign to watch the VOD. Oh my gosh, wait, no, I fumbled. Yeah, so I fumbled. I fumbled Sophia with the safe with a misclick. She's like the Dommy mommy. I literally have no other. She's the Dom in the game, and she's gorgeous, but I fumbled her by misclicking like the last dialogue option because I was so flustered from the conversation. I misclicked the last one, and then she was like, I see, that's how it's gonna be, and then she ended the conversation. But it's okay, I'll crawl back to her. I'll crawl back to her and try and redeem myself. Maybe it'll be really embarrassing. Yeah. That was one time. It was because I was too flustered. That was one misclick, but then the other ones I just genuinely fumbled by being myself. I'm not Rizless. I'm not sad about it at all. No. I'm not copiuming by scheduling a stream for Thursday and so that I could play again and see how I do. Anyway, I just want to get an ending, you know? I haven't gotten very many of those. But now I've finally learned that maybe going around and trying to find every item is not exactly a super helpful way to progress in the game. But let's go in order though. Tomorrow, I'm hanging out with you again. Tomorrow we're gonna play Gog. Have you guys seen anything about Gog? Or Go? Is it Gog or Go? I've been reading it as Gog, but if you look it up, you get like Van Gogh. OMG with me, watashi, yes. You're so funny. It's been so cute. Yeah, Gog or Go. It's like, it's supposed to be a game where you can set up a really cute room. You can like decorate it. You can even upload your own photos, so I can like put like art for like on the posters. And you can decorate an interior and you customize a little avatar. I'm still in the process of making my room. I want to make a really cute bakery and I want to make a cute room. But we might spend like 2 hours in the character creator because that's how I am. So yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna watch the VODs because I kind of want to see you flustered at Sophia now. I was thinking, I usually, in the past, because I hadn't streamed, you know, both places, I didn't have playlists for game series on YouTube, but I'm starting to think maybe I should. Maybe I should do that so that I can organize the VODs a little bit better. But for now, my playlists are pretty clean, just like song covers, amongst other things. So I'll think about it. Because if that makes it more convenient for people. The problem is I play a lot of games that are like, it's just one stream and then that's it, you know? Do people make playlists for that? Like the one-off games? Because I play a lot of games where it's like, it's self-contained within one stream. Maybe that would work for things like a horror game. Like one horror game. I definitely wanted to make a VCraft Enchanted playlist. I should do that like right after today's stream, actually. I put that on my to-dos too when I got back. For those, usually they're lumped together like a genre playlist. I see. Yeah, I guess it would be really helpful to have that. I would love to do that. Check Discord. Oh, yes, sir. Oh my gosh, wait, your Go room is looking really cute. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to make my room. I've seen some people make really crazy things in Go. I think I'm gonna call it Go. I think it's Go. No, wait, it looks like Gog. In the... The katakana looks like it says Gog. And I can't even read katakana very well. But from the very little bit I've studied. Okay, it's Gog. I had to make my browser like a size down to fit the screen perfectly. Wait, that's really cute. I should screenshot like OBS with like chat on it and like stick that into Gog. Or I'll like draw it. I'll do like a doodle of what my screens look like in Gog. It would be really fun to like make a cute bedroom and bakery. I don't know how making separate environments work. I'll just have to learn tomorrow. I've installed the game. I'll be so honest. It's been a really long time since I've been this excited for playing something new. I'm always excited to play something new, but I keep seeing Gog and I'm like, I want this. I want my cute full avatar. I want my cute little bakery. I want to have this open on my PC as I'm working. I want to have them in like a little window. Like I love the concept of the cozy co-working space. And I have some friends that are like, let's hop on Gog together. And I'm like, it's beckoning. It's calling for me. I want to hang out on Gog. Especially because I have to lock in. I have to lock in, guys. But I feel like it'd be so nice. Really, really cozy sort of. It's because it's just a cute environment. The main gameplay is just decorating and making your avatar. Other than that, you're just chilling and you can co-work. So it would be nice to have that. And in the future, I don't know if we'll do more Gog streams after I finish some builds. But maybe whenever I do like co-working streams, it's fun to like have a little window that shows my little Gog guy. The funny thing is it's meant to keep your focus on actual work. Yes, but it's also like a game where you can build a space that makes you feel invested in like a really cute space. And then you get to have your avatar like as your working buddy. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, is there like in-game chats though? Because I think some people can like type, right? Or maybe you can turn that off so it's not distracting. But yeah, I'm excited. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Or I guess for those of you that like 24-hour format, that's 13. 13. The 13th hour of the day. Pacific time. And, you know, Thursday is gonna be Date Everything. Friday is No, I'm Not a Human. I have not seen too much of this game. I saw a little bit of Manly Badass Hero playing it because I like looking at his horror playthroughs because I cannot handle horror. He doesn't always play horror though. He just like has like creepy games. So I feel like I might watch something and then if I realize after watching a little bit of Manly Badass Hero playing it, then I'll decide like I need to stop watching it so that I can play it and then I go back and watch his playthrough. But I do know that No, I'm Not a Human. It had a demo for quite some time. I love Manly Badass Hero. His playthroughs were just so amazing for me to watch as I work. Because I think as much as I love streams, sometimes people that I mainly watch are not streaming and I don't feel like watching something that's live. Because the trouble with live streams is I always wanna say hi and then I end up interacting with it more, and so I'm like distracting myself from my work sometimes if it's live. So there's something cozy about like VODs and Let's Plays that allow you to like enjoy the same content creators you love, but there's no temptation to chat and like give streamer your input because, you know, it's nice. It's like already it's a pre-made experience. Yes. And if it's a bot, it's like chat that was there is already saying a bunch of stuff and, you know, contributing to the conversation and entertainment too. But yeah, No, I'm Not Human. I saw him play a little bit of it and I was like, this looks really cool. And it looks unsettling, but it's not like jump scary horror. And it seems super interesting. The story itself feels very profound, I suppose. Is that the right word? Maybe that doesn't mean what I think it does. I think it seems very... It's special. I got that vibe from it, so I'm excited to give it a spin myself, and I doubt this will be the only No, I'm Not a Human stream because I heard that there are different endings, so I'm looking forward to exploring it a little bit. Usually with games, I am interested in getting alternate endings depending on the game. Yeah. Because sometimes it does take an extensive amount of time to get multiple endings. I think No, I'm Not a Human is one of those where it could be very, very interesting for me to do more than one playthrough from what I've seen. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. You know, speaking of like kind of scary games, I have seen multiple people play horror tolerance test. I don't know. I don't have the game. It's too bad, guys. I don't have the game. But like, you want to try that? No. From the Steam page alone, I'm like, no. I mean, you could get it. I feel like I could give myself a test, you know, test results from that myself. I wonder. Oh my gosh. Ah! I opened the Steam page for horror tolerance test to just peek at it, and the trailer started auto-playing and it already scared me. The first 2 seconds of the trailer. There was a sound, and a creepy baby that went, ah. I don't wanna. Yo. Hello. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's scary. And I know that that's less of like, I feel like it feels like one of those games that is almost made for streamers or like people to play with their friends watching them play it. Maybe this is one of those games where I would want to like phone a friend in the corner and be like, hello, could you just like be there while I play this? Could you watch me play this and then also be there and like talk to me like all the time so that I'm distracted? I did see some other people play it and I did see them scream. And it was very fun. Oh my gosh, wait, I see the Gog screenshots Lexus and Kyle shared with me. So cute. I can't wait to make my avatar tomorrow, guys. I hope that I can have some like bread themed stuff. I'm sure I can. It's been so cool seeing everyone's avatars. Yippee! That'll be tomorrow though. But yeah, horror tolerance test. It is October, so if I'm gonna play any scary games, it's quite appropriate to try any now, but I will think about it long and hard. Who was screaming? What did I miss? Oh no, I was just talking a little bit about horror tolerance test. I've seen some other people, you know, I've seen some oomphs play it, but and no one ever remembers the door codes, and I guess that gave me a minor spoiler for the game, the fact that there are the number codes that pop up that you need to remember. But it like listen, I don't think I would do any better in their position, but it bothers me that no one can remember the door codes, because that's like one thing that I always like really want to be able to do in puzzle games. Like I want to try and memorize the codes of stuff. I saw you play Boba Tea Shop. I think Boba Tea Shop is scarier than horror tolerance test, so are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Hold flower friends to doubt. It looks so much scarier to me. From what I've seen, there's like a chaser. And when I played the Shinkansen by Chilla's art, the chaser was absolutely horrifying. Honestly, horror tolerance isn't very scary. That's what people that tolerate horror would say. I won't fall for the propaganda. I will put my little thinking cap on though. Because as much as it could be very scary for me, sometimes it's fun for other people. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is one of those times where you SOS. Maybe it should be like a game show where I get 3 credits. I get 3 credits where you phone a friend, you get a hint, and you get like another perk or something. Oh, I see. It's like less. It's not as scary because you know what's coming. Okay, besides the chasing, if you're scared about being chased, then yeah, the test could give you a hard time. Well, what if I really don't like jump scares? Whatever you're comfortable with. I appreciate that. I am genuinely considering it though. Because I've built my horror tolerance. I have genuinely built a little bit of my horror tolerance, but never in like 3D games, if that makes sense. I've mostly just played 2D pixel horror RPG. Because I like the story. And I've played a little bit of Chilla's Art. But Chilla's Art, it still feels like, you know, when chat is here, I can like handle what's happening. And there's an occasional jump scare. Me-side was really scary for me. Me-side was so scary for me. Oh my gosh. Absolutely terrifying. Let me see though. Oh my gosh, I'm such a yapper. I haven't even got to the bottom of the schedule. Okay, tomorrow is Gog, and then Thursday is Date Everything, and then Friday is No, I'm Not a Human. I'm so excited for those. And Sunday, we're going to draw something for Halloween. Let's start a little Halloween drawing, even if it's a doodle. I only watched Me-side. I could never play it, especially the mannequin part. I was so glad chat was there with me, but I genuinely cried during the mannequin parts because there's a point where it was just too scary. Too scary. Me-side is worse than horror tolerance, to be honest. I still liked it after I finished playing it though, you know? I really enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the story. I think it was engaging. It was cool. I like that they like rope you in with that false sense of security. Like, I know what's happening. We're kind of just like version hopping, and then it gets, you know, I liked it. It gets creepy and weird. I thought Me-side's story was really cool. The fact that there's like different Me-side versions, and it was fun to play too. But the mannequin part, and then another different there are like some other really creepy loops with like the glitchy monsters. I really didn't like those either. I basically played some of Me-side with my eyes closed. Mannequins, I don't like them. The funny thing is I actually really like I can remove the schedule now. Hehe. I really like thank you guys for going over the schedule with me, by the way. Heart. Heart. I really appreciate it. Who's your favorite Mika? Oh my gosh, I think Cappy was cute. I forget some of their names, but oh gosh, the one that is like really helpful to you for quite some time. I'll keep it spoiler free, but there is one that like helps you throughout a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I like Mila as well. Mita, yeah, Mita. I like Mila. I like kind Mita, I think. Kind Mita. Friendly Mita. Yeah, I think it was kind Mita. And then Mila, I also really liked. And Cappy. Love the Megane one. Yeah, that's Mila. She doesn't want to be a Mita, you know? Oh, the sleepy one too. Sleepy Mita is literally me. Mila on top, yes. Yeah, sleepy Mita was just me. We didn't get to see much of her personality besides just her being really sleepy. But I feel like her. I'm world's eepiest baker. No wonder I love her so much. Oi! Smooth, huh? Smooth like butter. Smooth like butter. Dana like no other. Bum, bum, bum. I forgot the lyrics. Oh gosh, I forgot the lyrics to Butter. It's been too long. Oh, when I look in the mirror, I'll melt your heart into two. I got the superstar glow, so woo. Do the boogie like. Side step right left to my beat. I want to give the small Mita a hug. The young Mita, right? Like small Mita when she was younger. There's also Chibi Mita, which was like really sassy. Cover one. Of course you guys want me to cover a song named Butter. Get it, let it roll. Ice on my wrist on the ice on my wrist on the nice guy. Got the right body and the right mind. Got the right vibe. Smooth like bom bom. You know we don't stop. It's only fitting. Of course you want the baker to cover Butter. Wow, that is quite a jam. You know what? I'll actually consider that. I'll add that to my very long list of cover songs that I'm adding to this wish list. It's like a personal wish list. Songs I want to cover. But they're on there. Yay! I have so many things. So many things on here because I do think I actually have more covers in the works. But I have to lock in. That's what I'm saying. I gotta lock in, you guys. But about the mannequins, like being scared of mannequins and dolls. Creepy dolls and mannequins in video games, and I guess IRL, are so scary. But it also makes me like a little bit like, oh man, because I love ball jointed dolls. You know? I really like anime style ball jointed dolls. I think they're so cool and so cute, and I have one. But the thing is, because ball jointed dolls kind of have like that, I don't know, I think they get a bad rap or a bad rep for being in like creepy contexts, like ball jointed dolls. But like, I think they're really cool. Let me show you one. Let me show you one by an artist I like. Let's see. I have a small one too. Oh, you have a USD. I have an MDD. Yeah. I don't talk about it too much because it's actually a hobby that I picked up a while, like quite a while ago. Like quite a while ago, but I haven't gotten to commit much time to it. Just because I wanna, you know, wanna display it nicely. I was confused. Oh, you were confused, but welcome in. Hello, welcome into the stream. Let me show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. Dun, 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 dun. One more miscellaneous chit chat. Here you go. This is the Instagram profile of Poe, like Poe. They're a doll artist I like. Cause the thing is, to get faces that look like this, you have to have them. They're like custom made. And so typically how it's done is they customize them, and then oopsies, wrong thing. They customize them, and then they usually make the eyeballs custom too, and they have to use like drills and painting, and typically these artists, they like literally auction like the head, like just the head. And let me tell you, sometimes those bidding wars are more intense than you would expect. Ah. I'm not logged into Instagram on my PC. They were like, no more looking. But yeah, it's quite cool. They're so pretty. I like MDDs most personally. That stands for Mini Dolphy Dream. It's just like a standard model. Like I like the proportions and a lot of the art that people do with those. Wait, the dolls are so cute. Yeah, so if you're curious about stuff like that, it's like anime art styled BJD, or like ball jointed doll. There's a whole huge community surrounding that, both artists and people that like collect or things like that. Collect and customize them. I always wish I had a friend group that would want to take them out to tea parties with. I feel like BJD collectors, or like people that know about them and like them, it's definitely a niche, in the West at least. But hey, like I really like mine. I like my daughter. I have cute clothes for her. Yeah. Maybe sometime I will be able to get together a photo shoot and show you guys that I actually recently got her new eyes, and so I need to change it out. Let me see. I'm really excited because I got her some really cute eyes. She's very Mintmai core. If I was I feel like if I was able to show you guys sometime, you would see what I mean by she's very Mintmai core. But yeah, I got her some really cute eyeballs. So out of context, that sounds crazy. Okay. All right, guys. Oh my gosh. I think this is not a bad thing at all, but I think I'm yapped out for the day. It was my first stream coming back in a week, and I'm so happy to see you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. I think I've seen a YouTube video about those dolls. It looks amazing, to be honest. It's a real craft. When I watch videos of people like customizing them and painting them, it's so cool. But yeah, I think I'm ready to, you know, end stream for the day. I gotta organize my stuff and eat dinner. I'll see what I've got for dinner. I have some leftovers because my dad's cooking. He let me take some, you know, take some home with me. Some of the stuff that I was able to bring. So yeah, see you next time. Thank you for the stream. It's good to see you back. Thank you for the stream. I'm gonna end the stream, and then I'll make my VCraft Enchanted playlist, and then I might boot up Minecraft for like 15 minutes. Oh, only 15 minutes, I swear. Might boot up Minecraft just to feel something. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. Cap, time hurt. No. I'm not streaming it, so you won't know how long I spend. I just want to peek. I just want to chop a tree. It's okay. I'll probably get hungry, so, you know, I want to eat dinner later, so get her. 15 minutes to 30 minutes to 1 hour. I'll have a different time to dedicate for VCraft. Reminiscing, sitting in my solo cottage witch world. Looks at your curse forge times. Can you even see that? I'm pretty sure I hide it on Discord so you guys can't see what I'm up to. I usually have what I'm doing like hidden on Discord and hidden on Steam because I don't want you guys to see me, to see how often I open VTube Studio to like play around with stuff. Or how often I open like you can see me playing Warudo on Steam, and you can see me like testing things. No peeling the curtain. No sneaking peeks at the kitchen. I just want to make sure everything runs really smoothly so I can keep doing cool stuff for you guys. We don't need to see, we just know. Does not wish to be perceived. I'm trying to be all sneaky. Yeah, Minecraft is on a different platform altogether, but some people are still acting like they can perceive my Minecraft times. No. Mintmai Minecraft time will be so responsible after like 100-something hours of VCraft. Someone made a spreadsheet. Final thing. I saw someone made a spreadsheet of how many hours each person streamed their VCraft POV. And I saw that mine exceeded 100 hours. I'm pretty sure mine exceeded 100 hours. Or was it 80? Oh man. I saw that. Leo was like 158. Dude, that's crazy. I think because of the final OOC day as well, like I went kind of long. I only did 10 VCraft streams. Technically, I only did 10 days of VCraft on stream. And I think I still got like 100 hours. Bro streamed 12 hours a day. Dude, and then he had Madtown after, which is like a JP GTA roleplay server. I hope that everyone can get their proper rest. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Okay. I'm also looking at the TV tropes page again because it's been updated. It's been updated since I last saw it. I kind of look at this to like relive some stuff. Oh my gosh, we have like the bittersweet ending tag. I'm gonna comb through this later. Or I guess we could look at it another day. It's kind of cool. That's so cool. I like the tropes. Anywho. Well, I'm getting eepier. It's my turn for a nap. And I better end before I fall asleep live on stream. I'm getting a little eepy sleepy though, because yesterday was literally my travel day. But yeah, I'll just hang out with my cats. I'll chill and do some work. But that being said, thank you guys for hanging out with me for like a whole 3.5 hours. Care you guys lots. I hope you have a very wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys in less than 24 hours for GOG. I'll try and get the waiting room up as soon as I can. But let's see. So who's streaming? Who's streaming? Bum 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 bum.
Wait,
thank you so much for
here.
12 months. Thank you so much for the 12 months. I will keep working so hard for all of you guys. Let me get redirects on. Let me just get da 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 da. Let's raid Lucian. His stream, it says birthday week. Oh my gosh, let's raid Lucian from first stage production. We've never raided in before, so that's gonna be over on the red side. I know it's gonna be wacky redirecting different spots. Okay, and then over on purple side. Over on the purple side, let me get you guys over to... I'll send you guys over to Wuchi. Oh. Oops, I had the tab unmuted. But yeah, I'll send you guys over to Wuchi on purple side because Wuchi's super sweet. Also drew my Twitch panels, so you can see how cute. You can just hang out at the art stream. I think art streams are so fun. Thank you for the raid message, Alex and Kyle. Thank you for pulling up the raid messages. Forgot to say the 12-month message onto another year. Thank you, Jeannie, for a whole year at the bakery. I can't believe. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm really looking forward to just like, I don't know, hanging out with you guys and I guess celebrating my 3rd anniversary. Once again, I honestly don't have anything crazy planned, but I will spend time with you guys and we can just think about what we've done. We can reflect. Maybe we can make the Mintmai timeline together, because that's something I've had on the back burner. Thinking about putting together like an actual like graphic for a timeline of Mintmai history. That could be fun. But all in all, I really appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. You know, take a little walk. Get your blood pumping. But I care about you guys so much. Thank you for being flower friends. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like you guys. You're kind of cool. You're kind of cool. Bye. Your existence is a celebration in itself for me. Hey, what the heck? Uno reverse card. Okay, bye guys. Thank you. Wow, yep, for so long. So happy. My rocket has blasted off again. Bye bye. Da-na-nan, da-nan, da-dun, da-nan, da-da-dun, da-dun, da-dun, da-na-nan. Oh, I was early. Da-na-nan, da-dun, da-dun, da-da-dun. Dun, da-dun, da-da-dun. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-dun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.